Good evening, travelers and adventurers. Aztec, thank you for the 50 stream streak.
Oh my goodness gracious. Aztec, you are a real one for that. And hello everyone else as well. This is nice. How's
Crimson
everyone
with the
doing?
sub! Yo, thank you so much, Crimson! They've got a 6-month sub streak.
Whoopee.
Indeed.
I can't get a streak, sadly, because every time it's a Monday and it starts when I'm at work.
No.
We need to get like a hotkey or some sort of a macro for you. Let's start off by asking how everyone's day's been going. How's Mary Strahd's been finding all of you?
Decent.
Eh.
Recovering from yesterday.
Very high
Yeah.
praise. Well, my own.
How is everyone's whole gut? Aztec,
Shut up.
please.
I don't want to talk about it, dude.
Thank you
Should
for the
we talk
hydrate
about
sippy
that?
crib. Yeah, well, I was going to, but it seems like some people still want to take potions anyway.
I think you could at least exclude yourself.
No one has to drink if a potion is.
I will
You know,
throw that
redeemed.
out there, but for me personally, I will not be partaking in potions tonight.
Me neither.
Thanks.
I will
Stella.
join in solidarity.
I will. Well, we'll see where it goes.
For anyone out there that doesn't know, we did a D&D movie potion game, nudge nudge wink wink, with our Discord last night, and it was a lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
You will kill the rabbit? No.
Oh,
No, he didn't do nothing. He just all died.
Andrew!
Were you giving it to yourself?
He might. Yep. Oh no, Andrew, you have to take a potion.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I just realized, Andrew, you're Mina.
Goodbye.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah, you are Mina. Actually, Mina can stay.
I didn't even realize that.
We need the heals.
Mina
need
just
the
seems so
heals.
natural.
Mina healer?
Mina,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, she does fucking crazy healing. But she can also do good damages.
She's like the designated heal bot for them at this point.
All right.
Well,
Let's
what about
talk.
Flock? I thought he was a cleric.
No, I'm a paladin.
Ah, same thing.
What? They're dramatically different.
And the one cleric they do have is a Tempest cleric.
Ooh.
You know, I still got lay on hands.
How many points of that do you have at your level?
Just shy of 50.
Oh wow, that's
pretty good.
solid.
You know, it's certainly not bad. You really got to make it last. I mean, you could certainly use it all at once and just give someone a freaking like defibrillator shock.
But it would be wasteful.
Best to savor it.
Andy, are you there?
Aztec, why do you want to hurt me so bad, man? I didn't do nothing to you.
I was gonna just remind Andy that he's Arc right, not Arc. He's not Arc right now. Are we missing
Andrew?
anyone right now?
Oh, I think
No.
Andy probably went to go get a potion.
I think we're
that
missing
makes
both
sense.
Andy and Zach right now.
Is
are you there?
does that mean
Zach
we
is
saw it
here.
round
He
table?
just said that he popped a pizza in the oven because he didn't eat dinner, so
All right.
I think he probably just got home from work.
All right, we're gonna have to stall before the recap then.
That's
How
true.
about them footballs?
Well, we haven't even gotten near the 20-minute mark
Oh,
yet, so we got time.
I love sport ball.
Is it football season?
No.
Oh, I was like, wait a
What-
minute.
what
I don't
is-
think
what
it-
is-
I was like, I
don't know
thought the
either way.
Super Bowl was always like near my birthday. That's the only reason I remember it.
I don't know football. I don't know sports.
I
Me
don't know.
neither. I know tennis and hockey.
The
Tennis
only time
only
I
because
got-
I played.
The only time I really got into football wasn't necessarily for the teams or anything, but it was just out at work during the Super Bowl last year, and I was like, "Holy shit, they're really allowed to just beat the hell out of each other."
No, I'm back.
Welcome
Well,
back.
if it is
we're
Body bag
talking
zone.
about football.
Apparently.
I follow pretty intently.
Yeah, I think Zach's probably the
we're
only
not,
one of
we're
us
not
who
literally
does.
talking about football. We're
Derek just
too
brought it
bad.
up.
We are now, buddy.
Oh, God.
Nobody here knows about footballs.
Football.
Whoa! We're starting off with a bunch of bangers this week, guys. We're clearly 30 Holgas did a number on us. But let's talk about community inspiration real quick. Player inspiration. All of you stinky, gross players voted last week. It was really surprising that Logan didn't get it, but
Who got it?
Farron got player.
Oh, I
inspiration.
did? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
You helped with
I
the
don't,
kid.
I don't remember that, but yeah.
Indeed.
Thank you, guys. Again, I forgot.
Andy suffered with some internet.
You know, it's so funny when this happens, because Farron also won community inspiration, but
No,
she
I
can't win.
didn't.
She can't win both.
Did I
So-
really?
Yeah, you did.
Holy shit.
So,
Wow.
Derek, I
I
thought you
feel
said
so
it couldn't stack.
blessed. I feel
sorry,
blessed.
but second place is going to be going to the person with 3 votes. That was Strahd himself. You got him.
No.
And oop.
Who's
Nita-
under Strahd?
Hold on one sec. Andy just messaged me and just says, "Help."
Oh yeah, Andy's having some internet issues really quick. He'll be right back. His ping is 5,000.
He just types help to me. Like what?
Oh, he sent it in our other chat too.
Oh my god. Crimson thinks I'm a fox apparently. Thank you kindly, but
Derek
There's a
was
bunch-
actually getting community inspiration.
I'm sorry, but everyone else got 1 vote.
That's
Oh,
right.
hold on, wait a second. There's 1 person with 2 votes. It's fucking Lowbred!
Yay!
Yes, dude.
Let's go.
Shout out to the one person who voted for me. Paper, thank you.
Dude,
Papers,
after you
please.
got everyone in so much trouble, you still want to be.
Well, no, two
That's how you know he's a
people voted.
lovable character.
First of all, I'm gonna need community inspo this week.
Oh, I had to,
Yeah,
I
you
had to
are.
remember
Yeah,
that.
you are.
I
With
had
the
to get ready
situation
for
you're in?
Robert.
Oh wait, I just remembered. What map are we on?
The Blue Water Inn.
Oh shit. Well, that
I'm not even
Wait,
on that map.
I'm not even in
Neither am
Tailspire,
I.
so let me remedy that.
Aw,
It's
Derek,
easy to
come
do a
on.
random map. It's easy to
Sorry.
bring this to
I
a
was
random
gonna
map.
Get
every
it
time we log
together,
in.
Derek.
I thought I had it open. Turns out I wasn't tabbed out. It just.
Angie?
Turns
Andrew,
out
are you alive?
3 actually.
Uh-oh. I don't know if he's actually alive or not.
I
Holy
don't know,
moly.
brother.
Who joined then?
But if that's not Andy, and if you're not Andy,
Oh.
Oh.
then like who's playing the hark?
That was a pretty good Shaggy impression.
Thanks. I practice in the mirror every morning.
You there, Andy?
I think he's trying to
Well.
be here. You know, he could probably hear us too. We just can't hear him because of his computer.
Which means we can say whatever we want about Andy.
He could. I said he could probably hear us.
We can say whatever we want. and
whatever
We
the
can't
hell
we can't
you
be
want.
rebuked.
Oh. I don't have anything bad to say about Andrew.
What can I say about Andrew?
I
Andrew.
have something
I
bad
like
to
him
say about
better
Andy.
with the helmet.
Andy smokes too much loud. He's got too much money. He's got too much style. They're gonna kill him.
His bitch too bad.
Oh boy. The first part's true. You spoke too much loud.
I'll
What do you
leave
mean?
him
Everything
be.
else is true as well.
But, I mean,
Andy?
I sincerely hope that no one will kill him. Hey, I heard him.
Well, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to.
Andrew?
I can hear his voice coming through the.
hear you again.
Oh,
you didn't hear that.
Andrew.
Why is Ark edging on Mike?
So, so what did I miss?
Nothing.
You are currently Mina, by the way. You're not Ark.
Oh no.
I got community inspo. That was all you missed.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
So, with all of that said, now that we've got,
Oh,
you know, we were just getting our shenanigans together. And,
it's
Okay,
alright. It's
so-
gonna be one of those nights.
It's all right. Let's just keep going.
all right. Why don't we get the recap going, eh?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why?
Just not one of those nights. Where
I
wanna-
can read it instead if you want.
No, I'm gonna do it. Just needed a minute.
Well,
believe you.
damn.
Just needs a minute.
It's a fucking long one.
Or we gotta hype him up a little bit.
All right, I also have a pizza that in the oven that I need to check on.
Dude,
in
if
a
that
minute.
doesn't hype you up to do a recap, I don't know.
So I
what
gotta
will.
do it fast.
It's okay, I'll do it for
No-
you.
no
Session
interruptions.
22.
No, you're
7,
not.
18, 24.
Party began by discussing Irina's whereabouts of Father Lucian, stating that she was likely only 2 or 3 hours on the road. Lobren then volunteered to head and tried to tee her off with Ark as they rode into the dusk. Meanwhile, Lucia looked somewhere for to get parts for her weapon. She came across a spot named Blinksy's toy shop where she met Blinksy and his pet monkey Piccolo. They struck a conversation with Lucia, discussing the toys while Lucia purchased one, nesting doll, and requested assistance with her gun parts. She ultimately left it with Blinksy to tinker with as she made her way to the Blue Water Inn. Contemporaneously, Erwin spoke with Faerun, Lucia, and Aragal, who had arrived at the inn. We're gonna have to keep the recap chat just to recap, thank you. Gonna have to keep the recap chat just to recap, thank you. Alright, so...
What was someone typing in that?
What?
Just all I said was nice recap. You deleted it.
I usually leave it just to the session recaps. Thank you. Alright, so... Yes, Erwin spoke with Faerun, Lucia, and Aragal, who arrived at the inn. They spoke about a few things before inquiring about the missing girl Arabelle, with Erwin suggesting they look at Lake Zarovich, as there was a mysterious fisherman named Bluto Karagov who might be worth investigating. Faerun and Lucia set off to pursue this lead, while Twyla mulled around town, looking for a tailor Erwin had also spoken of, and any clue to aid in their search. Meanwhile, Lobren and Ark caught up to Irina after a few hours. As they approached her, they talked among themselves, with Ark mentioning maybe Lobren should place his retainers somewhere safer. Lobren said he didn't want them with strangers in a strange land, and that they would be safest with him. He also gave pause to mention he didn't forget Ark for his decision to nominate Rolf to die. They then spoke to Irina, who scorned them for withholding the truth about Ismark. Despite Ark's efforts to explain the circumstances, she ultimately didn't want to be a pawn in another game. As she stepped further along the path, Strahd appeared. She told them, "I will see them at the ball." As she spoke to Lobren about what had happened.
You ruined the aura there.
Yeah. That was by design. you gotta break them down, because you're gonna try to build them up, so we gotta break them down on our end. Alright, so what happened with Rolf, and how it was actually Lucia who had nominated him for death. Strahd then turned and proceeded to walk off with Irina, as Lobren and Ark gazed on helplessly. Elsewhere, Phelan, Lucia, and Aragal Faerun, Lucia, and Aragal arrived at Lake Zarovich, locating a drunken burly man, likely Bluto, he never asked for his name, whom they questioned. After some time, they asked to search a burlap sack in his boat. After he objected and kicked the boat into the water, Aragal took out a dagger and stabbed him. They next discovered Arabelle in a sack located within the boat, as Aragal embraced her and thanked the party before splitting off to head back home as the others returned to Vallaki. Everyone converged at the Blue Water Inn, but Ark and Lobren were caught after failing to stealth successfully. Also, I know I fucked it up, but I was not the one who fucked up that stealth check. I'll just say that much, Ark. Despite Ark.
If you think about it, it's your fault.
Seemingly
We
talking
got
his
out of
way
there.
out
You
of
had to open your mouth and yap more.
Lobren tried to use a fake name after Ark smacked him in the head. Ark also hit me. Of Ouch Karowski. Prompting the one guard to fetch Isaac while Lobren and Ark were restrained at the Blue Water Inn. Elizabeth spoke to Twyla about how her, Brunor, and Lobren were holding up, and mentioned upon asking that they needed to encourage Lobren. The scene then cut back to Lobren and Ark drinking with the guards as part of a scheme by Lobren to get the guards drunk enough to where they could sneak away. Unfortunately, despite the mutual effort and seeming progress in this course of intrigue, all was interrupted as Isaac showed up, and that was where we left off.
You did it!
It was a long one.
Hi, Afton.
Hi, Afton.
I'm going to click on that pizza.
Okay.
Go get your pizza, and while we wait for him to get his pizza, and we wait for,
Now, just a heads up, but we're probably not gonna have Ark tonight.
Did we, like, legit lose him?
He said he tried restarting both his computer and the modem, but if it doesn't, like, work, then he might not be able to get on.
Mobile
That's
work,
okay.
eventually.
I will be able to play Ark perfectly.
You got this.
I would
You
like to
don't
invest
promise.
all of our gold into gambling.
Can you ask him to send over his cheat?
He might not have it if he can't even get on.
Oh fuck, dude.
Such is the way. Such is the way. We make do. You know, we roll the punches around.
I'm sure he's working on it, but for the time being, we probably
He
don't
just
have
has
him.
plus 27 on his like diplomacy checks. That's like the important part.
Yeah, well, that's how it goes. The mists are influencing his Wi-Fi. That's how it happens. Ultimately, it's the best way to defeat the players is just to
Knock their internet out.
modems. That's the real final boss.
I can't believe he has a ping of 5,000. What the fuck?
I think
Discord's
it's
been
probably
messing up every few days.
it's
so past couple
probably
days.
those raccoons on the telephone wires again.
Maybe. Discord has been kind of odd the past couple days, but sometimes Andy's ping is just nutty.
Damn, putting the blame on Andy.
I can play Arc perfectly, proceeds to join Strahd.
Oh no, those are some ideas. See, Aztec's always giving me the best ideas. Arc's like, guys, I gotta go do something.
I need to go return some videotapes.
I have to return some videotapes. All right. Now, in the meantime, then, why don't we proceed on with where we left off with a little bit of a cliffhanger. Door is kicked open unceremoniously, quite abruptly. In comes a very...
Andy?
There he
Hello.
is.
It's not broken anymore.
Yeah!
Announcing house broken modem.
Honestly, yes, but somehow it's not broken anymore, and my average ping is at 3 milliseconds.
Okay. Good
Alright.
shit, man.
Horrifyingly fast. What is going on?
Well, compared to what it was.
You literally got in just as I was about to proceed with Izek's entrance.
Oh, wonderful.
Friend Zachariah is getting some pizza, so he's gonna miss it. That's how it goes. You choose pizza, you choose story, one or the other. Can't have both. All right. So Izek, as I was saying, kicks open the door unceremoniously and abruptly, making a loud booming sound in this tavern. Erwin, already having scurried to the back, leaves you. It's literally just you, the guards, and like literally only a couple tavern patrons. Very, very quiet room otherwise. As he walks in, heavy boot falls upon oaken paneling on the floor. He stands right in the center. It looks to the left, to the retainers, to Lucia, Farron. He looks to the right, to the guards, Ark, Lobrin.
I'm gonna
and-
wave to him.
And he's just going to kind of, after a heavy moment of silence, say, "I am looking for one Ouchgrowski."
That's my
What?
friend here. But I was wondering if we could
back.
perhaps speak in private, and I'm gonna nod my head towards the back room that I know we used on more than one occasion.
He steps forward with ever heavy boot falls, gigantic battle axe at his back, and he stands looming over the table. The guards are immediately kind of shrinking away. The wiry-looking one that had kind of been egging on this little drinking game you were doing had since hidden his tankard underneath his chair, and the other two are trying very hard not to make any eye contact at all as he stands over you with quite the imposing presence, and he says, "No, we shall speak here. Where is Ouchgrowski? Is that you?"
That is not me. That's my friend.
Hello.
He's pointing at Lobin.
Oh,
Yes, I see my reputation precedes me much as yours precedes yourself, Isaac. But the real name is Lobrin Brokengolf. It was a bit of jest with the Ouchgrowski bit, you see. Would you like to pull up a tankard and join us? We're just celebrating the night.
He kind of his bald head just kind of turns between the guards to you two, and then back to the guards. He says, "Is what he says true? Was it a joke?" And the one guard who you had walked in here with, sat down with, kind of looks up to Izek and just goes, "No, sir. He told me what his name was for true." "I see. Well
he
then,
ratted on you.
Mr. Lobrin, Why do you lie to my guards? Be you something to hide, then?
Not at all. I just divulged my true identity right now before all of you. I'm afraid I don't have my papers on me. The person who had them is here.
Ooh.
But I can assure you I am that which I say I am.
So be it. You, oaf. And he kind of claps the one taller guard on his back. Says, go watch the door. To which the man kicks back from his table, immediately jolts upright, and rushes over to the door, closing it behind him. Says, well, then I suppose it will be no concern to you that I ask you some questions.
Fire away.
He kind of
I'm
flicks his
listening
head.
so intently.
He flicks his head over to the other corner of the room where all your compatriots are, and he says, those are your company, yes?
Yep.
You
For
were
now,
here.
at least.
I wave. I go,
You were
hi.
here only a few nights prior, recent time, yes?
Yep.
And he just kind of like beckons you who are looking over to where Lobren is sitting with Ark and the other two guards.
I'm not looking.
Me?
Well, yeah, to any that are looking, he kind of like beckons
Oh.
a hand
God
over.
damn it. Alright.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Ark?
Yeah, Lobert and Ark aren't actually on the board, Derek.
They were. That's interesting.
We were at that table near the stairwell. I believe.
Get off your horse, stinker.
Me?
Get off your horse,
I'm in
shitter.
work. I was off it already. I think
Get off.
I was like over here.
Strange
Get
happenings
off.
occurring.
Facing.
Hey, well, here I am. I want so badly to just ask this man. I will never ask him this, but I want to be like, why do you get Irina dolls? I'll never
Worst case
ask him.
scenario, that's in our back pocket. Like,
So then, you were here during the time period of the festival. Is that correct?
Yep.
Which festival?
The festival of the blazing sun, or what would have been.
Oh, is that the one where we secured a bunch of wine and saved the night?
The very
Is that what you
same.
did?
Yeah, we were here for that one, but only at the very end.
And did you make contact with one Rectavio, wandering carnival?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, roll deception.
Why did I talk?
yeah, about as
I was gonna ask, why won't you let Ark talk?
during
Ark
this,
should be doing the
Lucia-
talking.
I know,
During
where's
this-
the Ark? Why is he not talking?
Well,
Nobody
he- No, he
Everyone else is
first.
talking, I
Started-
can't talk.
He started asking me questions. He was like, "Who's Ouchgrowski?" So I just.
Anybody
continued
want to
going
give
on.
me advantage by saying like, yeah, no, dude, we didn't do nothing.
Technically, you both lied, so aren't you rolling individually?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think you're backing up the same lie, but
I didn't
don't know.
say
I
it. I didn't
think,
say a thing.
I think
just
you're
said
on.
Lucia
I think you
will
might
be-
be on your own for this one, Farron.
Yeah, I know.
Give it your
Lucia will
best.
be fidgeting with the like what's it called?
Okay, that was
The
almost
doll.
a natural 20. I'm using my
Toy.
inspiration.
The little
I
doll.
don't want to get in trouble.
Also,
We're
Ark,
in
if
trouble.
your internet's working, don't forget you're still Mina.
18!
I cannot
There you go.
open Internet Explorer otherwise, or I'm sorry, I cannot open the internet otherwise. Discord crashes.
That's totally fine.
I also cannot open Tailspire.
Man,
Oh,
you going
okay.
through it right now.
Oh,
So
it's
he
like how I
places
had my shit.
his right arm, which is the cursed infernal one, bright red with spikes coming out of it, claws coming out of his fingers, and places it on the table. Kind of wraps the sharp claws along the wood. He says, how interesting. And yet you must have seen this man. You had been spending your time here, no less.
I'm sure we'd seen him downstairs.
Around.
Yeah, plenty of times. Just really sat at that table over there, and I point to the table he usually sat at. Minded his business. Honestly, he was often just asleep with his hat covering his face.
Did he make mention of a large feline?
I look to Ark. Ark, do you have any memory of that?
Ark's gonna sit there and look like he's thinking for a second and say, I don't think I ever heard him say he had any such beast.
Okay. I think strictly speaking, that's like
Strictly speaking, that is the
kind
truth.
of
He
like he
never,
never talked about it.
he as Rictavio never said he had a feline creature.
Part of me also
Don't
thinks though
lie.
that this is not necessarily what isn't factually lying. It's lying by omission.
Yeah, that's a fair
Could
point.
that
So-
be-
You are
Does he
Could that
definitely
be
know what
dis-
he's talking
Could that be
about.
with advantage though, since I'm technically not lying?
You're skirting pretty close. I don't know if I want to give you advantage.
Be
but
nice
yeah,
to
you
us.
Come on.
Be nice, old buddy, old chum.
Oh, buddy,
Just-
old pal.
just this once. Fine. Since you're close enough
Yippee.
to the truth that you're
Two
not really having
ones.
a fight.
He's gonna
Oh,
roll
God,
IRL
please
die.
Hold on, I need to
Do
click on the
your
right
modifier.
character sheet because I managed to open up my thing.
Oh,
Wonderful.
you managed to open Tailspire. Nice.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
And that is
It just
deception, correct?
disappears.
And
Yeah,
then I
that's
just
deception. That's
Here,
deception.
Farron just can't lie, Aztec. Farron is very bad at it.
You getting those rolls?
Aaron is not the face. she's the
it
melon,
is
so sorry.
taking a second or two.
All good, all good. You're having some
Oh, I just saw you pop in.
Okay,
It's
okay,
working!
I'm in.
He's in!
I can hear the hamsters running extra fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage.
I'll take the 23.
Yeah, holy shit, dude. He kind of flashes you a toothy smile that looks a little bit forced. He says, "How convenient for you. And since you know nothing of this man that is no longer here, I suppose I can do nothing more than take you at your word. But know this.
There's actually something I did want to talk to you about,
Alright then.
but I really think that it would be best to discuss it in private. Please.
Kind of looks you dead in your face where your eyes would be if he was looking through the helmet. And he just says in a low growl, "No,
Oh.
we are
All right,
not
then.
negotiating right now."
It's not about negotiation. It has nothing to do with negotiation. I didn't want to discuss these matters publicly. And I'm gonna whisper that last bit.
Is that a fucking ice cream truck? What the fuck was
That
it
kind of
called?
like stocky lady guard and the wiry one that are left kind of look between each other, and then to Uzek, who is looking himself a little bit irritated. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check, just one.
Normal persuasion.
I'd guide you if he wasn't just staring right at us.
No, that's okay.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good. But he just kind of like looks to you and his eyes are a bit narrowed and he says,
Oh, fuck.
"Anything you want to say to me, you can say in front of my friends."
I bet it was a 20. Damn.
If that's the case, then I will proceed. So, as you know, we came back into town, we delivered the wine. But there was a person that we came to town specifically to see. Someone that left not that long ago. Someone who I fear may be in great danger. I don't know if you know her. We brought her to the church in this town. Her name is Irina.
I'm watching his face so hard, Derek.
How does his face react when I say
Yeah.
It's completely inscrutable. He doesn't react at all to the name and he says, "And
Damn it.
Well, recently she left because, well, she got an invitation from Strahd. And I'm going to say this loud enough for people nearby to hear. I'm not going to try to hide this.
The guards that are left at the table kind of like have eyes like saucers at this. The lady kind of like hides her face in her tankard a little bit, and she's like kind of disguising her obviously shocked expression by just like downing her drink. And the wiry one is like making not very good attempts at looking like he's unaffected by that information. But otherwise, it's just you and your party in here. And he just kind of furrows his brow a little bit and he says, "Friend of the devil, then. More reason for her to be gone. She is no concern of mine. I take care of that which is within the walls. Where do you bring her up to?"
That's
Insight check.
not... Actually, I would also like to roll insight if possible.
Same Z's.
If that's all right with you, Dean.
Yeah, of course.
I always want to confirm before I just start rolling
Yeah,
shit.
Before I start saying more, I would like... Oh, God.
Yeah, no, do that.
Well,
That's a 22.
Let me roll.
Yeah, go ahead,
mine.
go ahead.
I'd
Where
guide
the fuck is
myself if it
insight?
wouldn't be so obvious.
Yeah, boy, that would be something.
I'm assuming we can hear all this happening from like across the room.
The place is empty except for you guys, and it's not so big that you wouldn't.
Oh, I thought there were other people in here. That's why I was going to ask him to speak private.
There's the guards and one other patron, and that's it.
I thought this room was, or this building was like popping right now.
No, quite the opposite. Because
This
people
feels like
are
it's hopping because of Lobrin, man.
Probably.
After the Duchess came through, people have been more or less boarding up. People are frightened right now. To Ark and Lucia, he seems really like a particularly difficult kind of guy to read. Everything he says is really deadpan and stony in the same kind of tone. But to you, Farron, it seems there is, like, in spite of the irritation, the gruffness, there's an earnestness too. He has no idea who Irina is.
Interesting.
What the? Wait a goddamn minute. I think it's the mayor being weird and making him do his weird chores.
That's a possibility. Anyway,
true.
Explain
I'm
yourself. Why should I care about this person? Friend of yours?
It's someone that was, well, they were being protected in the church. Someone that Strahd had their eye on.
I make no deals or dealings with the devil. If Strahd has business with this woman, then she should be gone from these worlds.
It's not just this woman I'm concerned about. I'm also concerned that Strahd may be involved with the Duchess as well, the one that's been in town recently.
He just kind of scoffs a little bit, sneers. He says, "She is gone from these walls. That is all that is of concern to me. What Strahd does with his playthings, his company, I have no concern of it."
I see. Well, I wanted to give you the truth, and that's it. We just came to talk to one person. We delivered the wine as we were requested to by your lord. That is it.
So be it. Now let me make something plain. And he kind of looks to everyone else in the tavern as he's saying this. Vargas and his family are holed up in their manor. He refuses to leave, and he has asked that I uphold the peace in Vallaki. And in such a time that he leaves those walls, you are here in my good faith. Pray that you do not lose it.
It would be,
Of course, and Ark
would be
is going to
forced.
give him a bow worthy of of someone in the nobility.
I'll do my best attempt at a curtsy.
And you, he points an infernal clawed finger at Lobrin. I never want to hear about the dealings of Ouchgrowski again.
It's so funny because he's so serious.
And so you shall not.
There is
Isn't that my cousin, you
one.
bastard?
There is one other thing that I was curious about.
Speak.
I can't help but notice there's something
Do
different
not
about
ask
your
about the
hand.
arm. Do not ask about the fucking.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh boy.
The wiry guard kind of like shoots up from his chair and says, "I'm gonna go check the front. Excuse me." Izek is just like not reacting to him at all.
Internal monologue arc is hoping to get the bounty or the bet that the guards have going.
And the lady guard kind of looks at you and it's just kind of like Izek's not focused on her right now, and she's kind of giving you like the cut it motion.
Look at chatting.
And he just kind of like places his hand on the table a little bit closer to you, and he says, "We'll take a closer look then."
I take a peek. I'm curious.
Ark will definitely take a look. He is
just
actually
not gonna
rather
bother.
interested.
He just kind of like
I appreciate your courtesy.
He wraps fingers against the table, and then as you guys draw closer, there's a flame that bursts into his open palm.
Hey, I can do that too.
Until his fingers are engulfed in it, and
Oh.
he just kind of like waggles his fingers in your direction. He says, "Are you still curious?"
Drop it now.
I am. It's interesting. This land seems to be full of peculiar mysteries. It's fascinating.
And he just kind of like sneers at you a little bit and snuffs out the flame with like a clenched fist.
Wait, before he does, I want to use my cantrip produce flame in my hand and be like, look, I can do that too, although it doesn't look as cool as yours does. I want to see how he reacts.
He just kind of looks down his nose at you a little bit, and he's got like a little bit of a curled lip, almost like he's very irritated by this.
He wishes I was dead, doesn't he?
Probably.
He doesn't say anything as such, but he just kind of looks at the last remaining guard, and he says, "Clean yourself up. If I catch you drinking on your shift again, it will be your head." And then he walks to the door.
Does he leave?
That went very well.
Yeah, he leaves.
Does-
You knocked
I'm
your
gonna
D20
turn.
and
I am
turned it
going
into
to
a natural
turn-
20.
I'm going to turn to the last remaining guard and say, I think that makes me worthy of the pool you guys have going.
She's like holding her tankard in shaky hands, and she says, "What have you done? I have to go. Sorry." And she just kind of rushes out the door as well.
As soon as they're all out the door, Lucia is going to take the tankard that she didn't finish and just down it. Just like straight, just like stressed out, just... What the fuck was any of that?
I don't know. I'm gonna look almost angrily to Lobrin, but you can see that there's like a mist of like the warmth of drinking slightly covering Ark's eyes as he says this, or as he does this.
I can't see your eyes.
Oh, that's right.
Can't see your face.
As you guys are doing this, Erwin just kind of like, you hear a creak in the door, and Erwin kind of pokes his bearded head out, kind of looking around the room, seeing that Izek is gone, and he just kind of like lets out a drawn out sigh and goes, "Oh, well, thank God for that. Well, I thought that went very well."
Honestly, I do too. I think that went well enough that we deserve another round, and he's gonna order a round for everyone who's left.
Well,
Arcus.
if you bring the captain of the guard into my tavern again, and it'll be you who owes me a round. But in the meantime, let me get to. He just kind of grabs all the tankards up and gets to pouring.
I want to go up to Lucia, and I want to say, "Oh, I turned the natural 20 into a 17. Damn, someone get this dice off the board." I want to go, Lucia.
What?
Get that.
Something?
Yes. So I was looking at his face when we were talking about Irina, and I really don't think he knows who Irina is at all. Are you sure that's the guy who was picking up like Irina puppets at the toy
That's what
shop?
I was told by the puppet guy.
I gotta talk to this puppet guy, man. This is gonna be driving me insane.
Are you
Well,
saying that
they-
loud enough for others to hear? Or is this like
No,
whispered?
no, I'm whispering.
Can Ark roll perception to see if he hears this?
Certainly. Yeah, I mean, why not?
Lucia's a bit like out of it, so she's not exactly being quiet. So you probably will be easy to.
Ah.
Well,
The check would
I
attempt.
noticed they're talking about something, but not any idea of what that something is. Ark's gonna politely just ignore it.
I really want to know now. What if this toy
She'll
maker's got...
elaborate when she's not in shock.
You guys have the tavern to yourself right now, so.
So how did everything go on your end? I know you guys were looking into the missing
Kid
child.
found,
Kid found.
not
Crisis averted.
elaborating.
Yeah, not yeah. But we
I
should...
also have. Oh, sorry, again.
I was just gonna say, but we should return to the Vistani camp at some point soon.
Yeah, what's happening?
I agree.
Where are they?
We also
Not
found-
elaborating.
Not
Go on.
elaborating. I would prefer if you did.
Number one,
We-
Logren, we'll get to that later. Number two, Ark's been trying to talk. Go ahead, Ark.
Thank you very much. We also found the person we were looking for, but Irina doesn't fully trust us anymore. But I don't know. She chose to go on her own, and then Strahd showed up again.
You're kidding.
She looked horrified, but we couldn't take him on. There was no chance.
Did
She
the right
w-
thing not fighting.
so she's gone?
For now, although I truly believe Strahd will not harm her.
We were not afraid of him harming her, at least physically.
That is my concern. Physically, she will be left unharmed, but I don't know what he will do to her mind. He's a man driven by madness at this point.
How many
I
days
hope-
until the ball again?
I don't think we were told.
You were told 3 days. In
3
3 days.
days.
Oh.
time.
3 days.
And we're in 3 nights from tonight, correct?
That's right.
All right,
2
thank
days
you.
from tomorrow. Day after that.
Who knows?
We have some time until the ball. Perhaps we can try to figure something out then with Irina, but we need to have some kind of backup plan in case things go further astray.
Well, we're walking
still
right
so
into
much-
his hands.
Maybe we could change that.
How do you mean?
Well, now we have the amulet, and he's going to nod towards Lucia. And there was more that we were told about by the oracle. Well, I don't necessarily trust prophecy. I do believe that there is some kind of destiny waiting for us. Perhaps there's other things we can use.
5 empty coffins, maybe?
I really think we
don't-
should check out that cave with the older man that I met at the Vistani camp.
Do we have
I
even
root-
enough time?
No, we
I
don't.
somewhat may have to stay in town as I commissioned the toy maker to maybe get me the finishing
Shit.
parts I need.
Well, I do think a nice coffin could be comfy and cozy for a decade or so. I think
Oh,
that maybe
right.
we should
Forget
skip
you're weird.
those for a little bit. I'm kind of
Just a little bit
curious.
freaky.
I'm kind of curious about these the stones that allow them to grow wine or grapes despite the lack of sunlight. Part of me has a feeling that they are I don't want to say the key, but they might offer some clues into how we can deal with the fog and the lack of sunlight here.
Well, we know the location of 2 of them, but that last one's a mystery still, right?
Indeed.
Maybe we can
Yeah.
do a little research on that while we're here in town.
I think...
I don't
I know
think we
you-
should just. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't think we could leave town for long, but I think we should be fine to come and go for at least a time.
We
I
have
would
3
like to-
nights?
Yes. 3 nights.
I don't
You said
like
you
the
commissioned
idea
a toy maker? We should probably consider... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't like the idea of staying in one place for 3 nights.
Well, we don't exactly have a lot of time to go traveling wherever we please right now.
Yeah.
We should try to
did-
commission or... Oh, sorry, again.
No, you go.
We should try to commission or finish whatever business we have in town and then come back in 2 days? The day before this party, this masquerade?
We
Well,
might
we
need
need to go. We need to go. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we might need to plan out... If there is something you want to do, we need to figure out a time frame of how long we have to get certain places, because it seems like to get... Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Whoa! Strahd's on his way.
Hold
Strahd
on.
is here! Strahd is laying
we call a break?
siege!
No, not yet.
While we're waiting, everyone, I would like for y'all to look in fresh memes. I scrounged up my Twitter to find this video when I thought of it.
Alright, let's...
Oh fuck, it's going again! Alright, it's going down. I'm just gonna finish my thought. It seems to travel anywhere here, it takes most of a day, if not longer, so if there's something we wanted to do, it can't be too terribly far.
And this implies no interruptions.
And
And
yeah,
every
that
time
implies
we
no
have
interruptions.
We've been interrupted pretty substantially.
Do you
And
think
I
we could
have-
get to the Vistani camp shortly, just to, you know?
The Vistani camp wasn't
Well, that's not far.
far. It
That's
was
not
like...
super
I
far.
want
so
to,
we should
you
get
know,
it
make
today.
sure that that girl is, you know, awake and okay, and also there might be a little something in it for us for helping, you know.
I agree. And it seemed that there was the cave that the
That might
Hey,
be.
werewolf...
Strahd killing sword.
That
As
was-
much
That
as
also-
I'd love to do that now, I don't. It seems we're pressed for time. I think.
But that's also not that far. If it's near the tower, which it sounds like it was,
Is it?
we were able to... I thought he said it was nearby to the tower.
I thought it
He
was like a
realized
day
it was-
away.
So he referenced that what you guys would recall is that Rudolph specifically and Esmeralda referenced that it's in somewhere in proximity. They know because they've seen them wandering, but they have no idea the specific location.
The werewolf cave?
That's one of the things Esmeralda was going to be reconnaissant.
but
I
that
got it.
man knew this specific location.
No, I thought he knew the place to a temple.
Oh, you're talking about Casimir.
That's like a different
Well,
place.
I was talking about the cave, and then I think they're talking about the...
Yeah, the place Casimir was referencing is not a cave, but he
Okay.
did know the specific location.
If the werewolf cave is truly nearby to Van Richten's tower, I think it is worth trying to make the trip out there. It
That's-
wasn't that far to the tower, and we might be able to find it in less than a day.
My survival instincts are pretty good. I bet I could. I bet I could find it.
Can you perhaps talk to animals or plants or even
can.
rocks?
I can talk to
Perhaps-
animals.
You might even be able to ask for their assistance in finding this location. I think
Mhm.
it's worth the journey if for nothing else, and it's probably the shortest the shortest quest that we have.
That is nearby. We just have to be very careful. Lucia almost got her face torn off last time.
I know.
And there's probably
She was
gonna be
kinda
way
like-
more of them.
I
Bit,
think
bit,
for
of a,
now,
bit of a sore spot bringing it up like that.
Well,
Yeah, it's
As
just
she,
like
like,
a
puts her
traumatic
hand on
experience,
it.
I
like
know, the way you
PTSD is like,
described it.
oh, we gotta be careful because Lucia almost got ripped to fucking shreds.
it's true.
Lucia
And she
got her
also
face
feels the
torn off.
shoulder where her bite mark is from.
I think the most important thing to do tonight is to rest. Tomorrow, we should really find a tailor.
Elizabeth found
ball.
one.
Oh, you found one. Oh, cool. So we can just head right to it tomorrow.
She kind of sticks
What?
her nose in the air a little bit, almost like she's gesturing to say that, like, no one appreciates my efforts.
What time of day is it, DM? Because I thought it wasn't that late.
It's evening at this point. It was dusk when you entered.
Okay.
Is there time, perhaps, to seek a tailor out tonight?
Put it in order.
Um,
And I'm gonna say this out loud to
it's
everyone.
probably give or take like around 7 o'clock. You know that things
Oh.
generally close up earlier around these parts, but it's possible. It's possible.
I don't know if that's a good idea tonight because everyone's all boarded up anyway.
I just, especially with the conversation we just had, with Big Scary Man, maybe let it cool off till the morning. I don't know. And then we can check up on the toy shop again. And I look at Lucia because this is now Farron's like, Farron needs to know.
It's no Blinsky.
I need to meet this man.
I'll take you with me when we're checking tomorrow. I commissioned him to kind of work double time to see if he can get me what I need.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But shit. I really hope I get this fucking gun. I want to look at I want to look at this class real quick. The gun was a bit more of a difficult process. Making ammo would be simpler for me, right? Because I'm trying to just make sure I have this thing ready.
I didn't even think about ammo.
Useful.
Neither did I.
Oh,
But
fuck.
stop laughing
Like-
evilly.
You're laughing like
I
a
thought-
Quaker parrot.
I thought
Because I
part
assume
of
going to like the tower, I looked at his sketches and like him making his rifle. I doubt he would have hidden information if we talked about the gun, like how his ammo works.
Yeah, so you would know just based off of context clues that he has some variety of bullet or bullet concept that works for him because he has a firearm of his own. It's specifically the revolver that needs some work. Although
You
they'll
can
probably have their
craft
own.
ammunition at half the cost. Okay, so it's at least easier for me.
All right,
I just don't know how crafting works. In
we'll get to
5e.
that.
We'll get to that. We have 3 days. I want to get this before we go into the fucking ball. She's gonna have that shit tucked in her dress.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be keeping that thing on her.
She's fucking strapped. Not that type of way. Put that down, paper.
Paper.
Write that down. Write that down. Okay, what do you guys do?
Holy stigmata. Sorry.
So, first thing in the morning, Taylor, toy shop, and then werewolf den. Does that sound
Really
good?
going to the werewolf den? I really think the werewolf den's a terrible idea.
I think it's a terrible idea too, but we don't really have a lot of.
I
Well, wait,
am
wait, wait!
very,
Vistani camp, then werewolf den.
I'm
This guy
very
can't
against the
pinwall.
werewolf camp.
we'll say that in character.
That's an after. Yeah, I'm gonna make my mistake because now I was like trying to get an idea of what we're all doing. I really, really think the werewolf camp is a horrid idea. After the ball, that can wait. Because the last thing we want to do is go to a place where we just had 4 of them come up to us, say they're gonna kill us, and go to their house when we are on a time limit.
There were 8 of them.
Oh.
8 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's probably
it was a
more than
bad
that.
idea.
Maybe we should wait until we're a higher level, guys.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Farron just sips her drink.
I'm imagining Fair doing like the Kermit meme.
I understand your concerns over the werewolf den. It's not something I bring up lightly. But I feel like there might be something there that could help us.
And we
It
can
definitely
do
doesn't
that.
sound like the werewolves and Strahd are on good terms.
Do
You
we
know-
know that for a fact?
Well, that was
Actually,
according to
Well,
the
what-
reading that we
what's our-
got.
What's our evidence here? And what's our reading again? I don't.
You know, the one that Madame Ava gave us all?
I'm familiar with Lathandra's
I-
biblical readings.
I thought
not-
we were. I thought when we were at Van Richten's thing, tower, that's what's called. I thought he said that they weren't on great terms with Strahd.
Well, it doesn't seem like anyone is.
I'm not going
I
to
just
comment.
don't remember.
May I roll a knowledge check to see if what I remember?
You can roll a history or knowledge check of some kind. Nature, maybe. Oh.
Nature. It's
Well,
in their
all-
nature to hate Strahd.
Well, you know.
Everything's a +0, so it's just a net.
I just roll a history check to see what you remember.
Oh.
You don't remember Rudolph saying anything about those werewolves other than that they've been kind of
Other
in
than,
the
hey,
area
they were at our
recently.
house earlier.
What'd you say, Derek?
Other than that, they've been frequenting the area recently.
You know what I
Can
could
roll a
do?
history check.
Yeah.
While that's
Sure.
happening, I'll say, you know what I could do in the morning is I could use a spell and contact Van Richten and see if they have any information
Ooh,
on the
that's a
werewolf
good
den.
idea. I touch myself. That's a great idea.
And then we just see you going,
Why do you
"Ha-da-da-da-da-da."
Hold up, maybe it's a 4.
Hands under the table. don't-
15.
1 second.
15's not bad.
15. You remember that specifically Esmeralda said that
Oh.
they've been scouting. The werewolves have been scouting that particular area for a little bit, and she's had to take some efforts to avoid them. She said she referenced something about a recent encounter with them that did not go her way.
Oh.
And
I'm
beyond
gonna relay
that-
that to the group.
She said specifically that she did not know where their den was, but that it had to have been somewhere in the proximity of more northern and western direction.
Man, if even she's getting her ass kicked, I don't know if this is a good idea.
Yeah.
There's also
maybe we
one
should
woman.
Wait.
Sure,
Yeah,
but she's a bad
true.
bitch.
You're all bad bitches.
Maybe we can convince
I'll
her
feel
to
like
join.
more of a bad bitch once I'm level 7.
It really doesn't
know.
feel like it right
Yeah,
now.
And once you're level 7, you'll be like, well, I'll feel like more of a bad bitch at level 8.
It's true.
It's true, that's how it always goes.
Ark will feel like more of a bad bitch once he's a werewolf, in addition to an undead.
Did that happen?
Ark is painting his nails as we speak. Who's the baddest bitch in this club?
It's been Ark.
So I think for now, sorry, I'm like not even talking in character. So I'll relay everything that I said, and I'm gonna repeat that. I think it's best that we stay in tonight. Tomorrow we can head right to a tailor. We can go to this super awesome toy store where there's a frickin' monkey.
It's not as cool as you think.
I don't believe you. I can't. I'm sorry. There's a monkey there. How is it not going to be amazing? And then maybe we know the sneaky route out of the city. We can go to the Bastani.
Yeah, we should at least see how Aragal and Arabelle are doing.
Yeah, I'm
Baron.
really.
Big thing.
Yeah.
You are not to mention the doll at all.
Okay.
That
Say
was
this
a
out
bit of some
loud.
private information. Yeah, at this point she doesn't care.
Okay.
Bar's empty.
Ark is gonna look at you through the helmet. And just
Why you have to keep specifying that?
well, because you can't see his eyes.
You just
You
see his
just
head
see the
turn, like the
You
helmet
just see the helmet point directly at you
with a little
upon-
stone
upon
grinding
saying-
sound, like
No, it's more like it's the sound of metal on metal creaking, just like. And Storm turns his head towards you.
Like what, Ark? You've never heard of a sex doll?
Whoa!
Whoa!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Actually, he
Very
might not have heard of that.
Freakrin.
Ark might have.
He might
But-
have.
He I don't
I
actually say that.
Her. Oh. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Faerun did. What do dolls have to do with this?
Something weird about that guy. Apparently he's been commissioned by allegedly the captain that just talked to us to make replica dolls of both Strahd and Irina.
But let me tell you something. He has never seen Irina. when we were asking, I looked into his eyes, and I could tell. He was being for real, guys. He doesn't know who she is.
Is there a chance?
Talking like a Valley Girls fan, so funny.
Is there a chance he's not the one who was actually commissioning them? Perhaps someone in disguise?
That's
My
what I was
thought
thinking.
is, my personal thought, it might be the weird ass mayor telling him to do it on his behalf.
Oh, that's so smart.
Did he say when these dolls started to be commissioned?
I think only recently. I can't remember too much. I was more focused on getting my thing working.
But he specifically asked her not to say anything, so if any of us go to the toy shop, we can't mention it.
These are a private commission.
Is there a chance it was neither of them? Perhaps this Duchess is involved?
Maybe.
Ugh.
Perhaps, but that would require her to
Something-
know the guard, disguise as the guard, or have her lackey do that, and commission that for whatever reason. It feels
We've-
like an Occam's razor type thing. Just kind
Hello.
of assume the simplest
seen-
answer here.
We've seen Strahd and his ilk do stranger things merely for, well, sport or entertainment.
Do we know if
Perhaps-
this Duchess is really a Strahd thing? Could be kind of just some unrelated bitch.
I doubt anyone in this, well, in this society has managed to raise themselves to the level of a duchess without the permission of the lord of the land.
You're right. You're right.
I don't think any of the nobility would be able to exist without Strahd. At least backing them or supporting them in some way. Or letting them exist. I don't know what his exact interaction is with the lords of this land, but he has to have some.
Just a
Lobrin, you've been quiet. What do you think? Oh, sorry, Twyla.
I was just gonna point out the redeem we just got for a potion, but then Ash specified it's not a potion redeem, just a favor and appreciation redeem.
Andy, take it anyway.
Andy, take it anyway.
Hey, I volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, poor you. You're taking the fall.
Poor me. I have to wake up at 5 a.m.
Oh.
Woe is me, I get to take some of this delicious liqueur.
It is delicious. It's dough ball. I can almost see the dog on the back.
Oh, you got dough ball.
What the fuck is dough balls?
It's like cookie dough.
So it is a
Oh,
cookie
what the
dough
fuck?
whiskey.
All
And-
I hear about people getting different drinks, that they're just trying to cope themselves to say alcohol tastes good.
Inside of the bottle, like on the inside of the label, there's a little it's like a pug that's eating cookie dough, but you can only see him fully after you finish the bottle.
Ooh.
As you guys are kind of like finishing up the night and discussing your little plans, Erwin, who at this point is like made you some plates of like steamed wolf steaks and cabbage, and there's some cheese and bread. He's made you all plates. He's quite
Aw.
fond of you at this point.
I'm gonna eat my cheese and bread.
And he kind of like positions the plates
cabbage.
for all of you, and he keeps the wine flowing, and he just kind of says, "So I didn't mean to be eavesdropping, but by happenstance, I overheard that you're not going to be around for very long. Is that because you're going to be pursuing what it was that Davian told you about?"
Great, so.
Yeah.
Ah, well.
Any reason you ask?
Well, some of my family has been scouting the area, and they dare not go too close. We've lost some people that way, but no, she's quite fortified. She's something about from what I hear, her lodging can move. I haven't seen it myself.
Oh fuck, it's witch. Oh.
Wait, what are we
What?
talking about?
He's referencing specifically what Davian was telling you about.
So not the thing that we're doing.
Not necessarily.
But we could potentially do it, depending on what the information he gives us is.
I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
It's
I'm gonna
just
let
like
someone
the-
else handle it.
What do you mean?
The
what do you mean
wine
a
gem
moving-
quest.
Yeah,
What
I
do you mean a
thought so.
moving house?
I can't tell you too much other than it's got some sort of cottage. And, one of the fellow Mardikovs saw it moving not too long ago. Near Perez, the old ruins, far to the west of here, are a little bit secluded.
How many days travel?
Not more than a day's worth.
I don't think we can cram it in.
Well, at any rate, one of the crystals is bound to be there.
Really?
Thank you for this information. I had no idea. Truth be told, we were not given... Well, we weren't given much in terms of information on these crystals other than their approximate location and the knowledge that they help to grow grapes in these dark and dreary lands. Can you tell us anything more? Truthfully,
Not too much. What I can tell you is that the winery was attacked by her stick blights.
interesting. That is knowledge we also didn't have.
Maybe I'm missing something, but who is her?
She's been an enemy of my family for some time. Her and some faction of druids practicing what I can call less than wholesome arts.
Well,
Seem to be after the specific gems for what reason I don't know.
Well, I know this, but who is she? What's her
Well,
name?
We don't know.
You mentioned that it was a group of druids. Do you know how long they've been on these lands?
And the druids have been around Yester Hill for some time. But the lady of which I speak, if they have any association, I don't know. She's west of that.
I'm going to look to the rest of the group and say, it might be worth it to forego some of our plans in favor of checking this out or looking into this.
We might not
Fine,
be
we
able
gotta
to handle
cram
the
our schedule.
werewolves yet, but maybe we can do this one.
And-
Best idea is I think we need to just maximize our speed. So you might be a horse for a couple days, Farron.
Fine, I can live with that.
I still think that
I'd like to be a tree.
usually druids are the ones
Asked.
that know the lands the best. And it sounds like whatever curse is placed upon them, I'm wondering, or at least hoping, the druids might have some knowledge of what this curse is or how it came to be.
If they have any of that information, I would be surprised. From what I've heard from some of our reconnaissance, Davian himself included, they seem mostly crazed.
Maybe it's the land themselves that's causing the insanity. Druids are connected to it intrinsically. Sure,
Well, I
Phelan-
haven't gone insane yet.
Well, all the more reason to not leave a nice tavern if you catch me.
Truthfully, my friend, I don't think we can afford to stay.
Well,
There's-
I can. Oh,
And stay you should. Our journey is probably perilous. I don't know
well,
what
if
waits
you
us.
insist. And he just kind of gives you an eyebrow waggle.
DM, am I gonna go insane?
Probably.
Oh.
I thought we were already there.
I'm halfway there.
Okay. So why don't we take a quick 10-minute pee break, smoke break, whatever it is you got to do, and once we return at exactly 8:25, we will be at top of the morning, so long as it's agreeable with all.
We're gonna go to bed?
We go bait.
I use that as long as it's all right with all of you.
That's fine
That's
with me.
all right.
All right. All right. Quick 10 minutes. Do what you got to do.
10 minutes, lovelies. We'll be right back.
I'm thinking here.
Oh, there's my new art!
Oh, my brain's thinking what I was saying. Something's occurring in my brain about these fucking moving house bitches.
I didn't realize there was one maybe I missed this, but I didn't realize they were being led by, like, one collective person.
Yes.
Nor that
and
they
my
have a
brain-
moving house.
My brain is clicking something from like the start of the campaign.
If this is some Baba Yaga shit, I swear
Do
to
you
God.
remember the Do you remember the TikTok I made of like
Huh?
Strahd talking to everyone?
I'll be right back.
You're good. You're good. Oh wait.
There's someone with like a. Sorry, I'm back. I was coerced into getting
You're
a
good.
cinnamon bun.
You're good. But my brain's thinking specifically at the very start of the campaign.
What happened?
It's the part where Strahd's talking to everyone, and he specifically talks to Farron, and like one of the first things he says is like, "My friends speak highly of you."
I just assumed that meant all the ravens that he has following us.
Yeah, but what if he's referring to like these like fucking this druid hag bitch?
I don't know if that necessarily has anything to do with him either. But maybe.
I think this might be related.
It is interesting. I don't know. Who's to say? Yeah, right. I agree. But I swear to God, if this is... Yeah, Aztec knows. If this is some Baba Yaga shit, we're so not ready. But you know what?
It might be
Yo!
Dallas or Baba Yaga.
Thank you for the
And we just
15
told
months,
them.
Ash.
I've been friends with y'all for 15 months?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
And the days go by.
Shut up.
Man, this is,
Oh, did we ever throw up Lucia onto this?
Which one?
The Mel, the goblin.
No! Oh, I need to put that in there.
I also gonna need you to teach me how to make this, because I need to do one for my own streams.
This is part of OBS.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It has a little option called slideshow, and you can, like, set it to designate to a folder. And then you can edit all of its, like, rotation properties from there.
God, I never put something in the wrong folder then.
You gotta keep you gotta keep them separated. I'm just full of song references tonight.
We gotta put things in folders? You mean we can't just arbitrarily download things randomly to our computer?
Mm-mm.
That's unfortunate.
Foot? That's my favorite part of that picture with like Aztec and Derek. It's just like the handprint. Just
The
says
fucking
foot.
the handprint that says foot is so fucking good. Looking forward to next week's art slideshow. I am too.
Would it be next week's?
Well, I'm gonna talk about that when we're done with session tonight.
Yeah.
There is something next week, but y'all will find out about that later.
I'm actually going to be conquering the known world.
Mm-hmm. That is
Uh,
something that will be happening.
It should be starting tomorrow at about 3:57.
Hmm. AM or PM?
PM. I'm not getting up that early for nomination.
Got it. Andy, can you conquer your internet?
That might be more difficult. That's why I was planning on first conquering, the world and then building up infrastructure from there. I feel like the infrastructure is going to be more difficult.
That's funny.
There's so much cool art.
There's a lot of awesome art.
I know, it's so lovely.
I want to make Lucia's character sheet in 2nd edition now.
You could.
I'm curious how different it'd be.
Oh, I wish I could put the art that I got in here, but I can't yet.
I know, I can't put mine in there either yet.
I wish you could put Paper's art up here.
Paper's art will likely never be allowed to see the light of day.
To be fair, there is 2 pieces of paper art in here.
I love how Mel draws your, like, antlers as just kind of like lines.
Just little lines. I love these little Humi pictures so much.
The second one is my favorite.
The little
It's so
loading.
good. Yeah.
Does Humi have, like, jester shoes?
They do.
Okay.
They are from the
Always said
Witchlight Carnival.
Woomy. I've always just said Woomy.
Woomy.
I
I say
mean,
Woomy like the way they would like a Fall Guys character. I wonder when they're ever gonna bring back the Final Fantasy crossover for Fall Guys.
What?
That was
there
a
was
whole
a Final
thing.
Fantasy crossover?
They did a Final Fantasy 14 crossover where in Fall Guys you could get outfits of like the main characters in Final Fantasy 14, and in Final Fantasy 14, in the Golden Saucer, there's just a Fall Guys minigame where you get to like go through some of the courses.
That's really funny.
It's really funny. You get like a hoodie of like the Fall. You get like one of the Fall. Okay, the like little Fall Guy. He could be a minion that just follows you around, and then you can get like one of their dances as like an emote.
Aztec said, I'm pretty sure Zach and I's plan won't make it. What the hell are y'all doing?
I think they're doing their own thing, and it probably involves tomfoolery, if I had to guess.
Oh my.
However, as we all know, tomfoolery goes very, very poorly in Malaki and the surrounding lands.
Yeah, that kind of shit will get you executed.
I
am.
Oh, you go.
No, you go first. Okay.
I've been slowly like. Have I sent you my overlay, Winter? Did I show you that at all?
A little bit, yeah.
After that, I need to like run a one shot for y'all sometime.
Hell yeah. Are you sure you want a DM for this fucking group?
Oh, I have DM for a lot more dysfunctional.
I would like to do a
That's
campaign
concerning.
in which I take one level in every class.
Oh.
I've done 8-player games. I can do this.
Oh my god. Anything
I have,
more than,
I
like,
have
6
played in
players
8-player
is-
games, and I have ran an 8-player game one time.
That sounds
It's
awful.
difficult.
It was
I have a
the one I
question for
played
Zach
in was.
in a minute.
Oh, you're good.
No, in a minute. I said when you're done.
The one I played was an 8-person one-shot, and it was a really fun one because it was basically our DM combining their online game, which is when I played, and their in-person campaign.
Ooh.
So it was like a fun crossover one, and it ended with it was essentially like this weird dream sequence for all the characters, and it ended with the villain basically, okay, kill each other, and the one who wins gets a reward that goes out of game. But that goes outside of the session. And then what
interesting.
devolved was our group getting absolutely folded by her in-person campaign because they played the system way longer and had some busted builds. My favorite was their Magus, who like could spell strike Shocking Grasp as a cantrip.
Oh my god.
It was brutal. It
Damn.
was really funny.
That sounds like the character I made.
I say that sounds like fucking Andy's character that he made.
If I run something for y'all, it will be Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And I'll be more than willing to teach
I-
anyone because I'm
I have
obsessed with that.
been wanting to play Pathfinder 2nd Edition. It sounds
It's so
awesome.
good. Player Core 2 comes out in like a week. I get my
Oh,
book
hell
soon
yeah.
in the mail. So like all the classes, barring like 4, are all remastered and stuff.
Ooh,
So it's
I'm
really fun to teach people.
I would absolutely love to be part of any 2nd edition campaign.
I can't wait for that 2S tech. It hasn't happened yet.
Onto broken
What
druid
happened?
combos and kill Strahd in 1 to 2 rounds.
It hasn't happened yet.
Oh, so the 10 minutes
wait,
is
just
up.
wait
You wanted to
till-
ask Zach something?
Yeah, Zach, are you here?
Oh.
Oof.
Zach.
I
Just
don't
wait
think
for
Zach
Lucia to
exists.
die, and my next character will be a Strahd cannon.
I believe that might answer the first question. I don't believe Zach is here.
I don't think he's here.
I'm ever good at this.
But I don't know because Derek is also muted.
Oh,
he's
I'm
Oh, I
here.
love that.
I was just rapidly preparing for certain things
Derek
that
doesn't
I,
exist.
that I was otherwise thinking that I might not have to consider tonight. And since I now have to consider them, I was like frantically going through the pages going, oh.
Yeah, 3 days. We're probably gonna speedrun some of your content right now, Derek.
That's all right. I just this always happens.
Excuse me.
Do we need like a little more time or?
I think we're good.
I'm back.
Oh well, how about
Awesome. What's the question for Zach?
Zach, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Not Lobrin, but you. What did you think when a walking house was mentioned?
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about Baba Yaga, but
I wasn't there. I was I was getting coffee.
I don't
I mean, I
think,
talked to Winter about it, but you don't think so?
No. You know how powerful
doubt it would be Baba
Yaga is?
Yaga.
You know how powerful she is?
That
I was
would
gonna
be
say if that was in
Oh
here,
my
that
God.
would be nutty as fuck.
Also,
She's an
she's
archfey.
not. She doesn't have a big role in like D&D, really.
She doesn't.
Like, yeah, she's Archfey, but like, as far as I know, she's not in any.
Who else got a walking
A
house?
little.
Could be
I mean,
inspired.
You
We'll
could
have
any
to
property,
see
theoretically.
when we get there in approximately a day and a half.
I won't say too much, but a walking house is a common motif that is not isolated to the Baba Yaga.
It could be Hal.
It could be Hal.
Yeah, he's got a
Oh, I
moving
would
castle.
love that.
I would actually, honestly, very much enjoy that.
Howl's
would-
moving castle.
Yeah, man, you'd have like a fucking like level 15 wizard on your side.
Mhm.
If I had to guess, I would say it's found because they're druids. It's probably. I mean, it could be an enchanted house, but it could also be like a creature that has like a house on
Now,
its
it was explicitly
That was
said
my second
that
guess.
the druids and the house are not necessarily correlated.
Okay, well there you go.
Well, what's the fucking point?
Listen, you guys
That is
figure
a
out.
great question.
I
I
gotta
wish
do
we would
my
answer
long,
it, DM.
my long rest shit.
All right, so the morning
Ooh,
finds
me
you
too.
all. Yeah. so
Oh
go ahead,
yeah, long rest.
Do all
Long
your long
rest.
rest stuff. Make sure you get your health back and all that.
Do we level up?
Do
No.
we? Please? Please.
Ugh, Derek's so cruel to
God
us.
kicked our ass.
We've done so much.
I
Yeah, you guys-
know.
you
Like
guys
we fought
lost that encounter.
Strahd though. Yeah, but like we put up a good fucking fight.
What do you
Yeah,
mean
well-
we survived? That means we won.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, baby.
Mm.
I need to get that game on VR. All right, I got my spells back.
Alright, I got my spells back.
All right, so the morning finds you all. The tavern is still quite empty, and yet the smell of cooking meat, sausages, and some otherwise waft up to the second floor where you guys are sleeping. It's an unnaturally quiet night. Nothing interrupting your sleep. No raucous cheers or drunken merrymaking. Oh, this is the slowest you've ever seen the Blue Water Inn.
Favor's not getting railed, so it's definitely a quiet night for once.
Yeah, I didn't see my meds.
You hear some strange squeaking from across the hall.
Oh.
No, no, he's not here.
He's just rubbing one out in the hallway.
Oh God.
Come on.
Oh my god.
It's worth it to note that Ark does not sleep. He hears all of this.
Oh.
He hears that in the hallway and he goes to investigate.
Sir, what are
breaks
you
out the
doing?
Bible.
Roll perception, Ark, to see how much you see.
I would like to use my passive perception of 10.
You see,
No. All right. All right. So how are you guys greeting the morning?
with cookie dough flavored whiskey.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I need that though. Oh, I'm curious.
I'm interested myself.
It's good. I recommend everyone have it.
And
All
so
right.
they did. The end.
Very nice.
I just wake up. That's the normal wake up.
Your standard routine.
I get up, I go downstairs, I get ready to do the day.
Erwin's there to greet you all as per usual, and he kind of gives you a smile, places your plates in front of you, and then goes towards the back to kind of handle some plate cleaning, some stocking, what have you. But not before wishing you all luck in any of your endeavor. What is your first stop? Where are you guys heading?
The tailor!
Probably the
Taylor,
tailor.
Okay.
Taylor, I would prefer if it's just me and Farron.
I think we all have to go, though.
We all have to go to the tailor.
Oh no, okay, I died. It's a toy maker. My bad. My brain like died.
We'll go to the toy maker next.
If you would all go to the city of Valaki.
Okay.
I don't
No,
want
I
to.
refuse.
No, I'll
Do your
go. I'll
thing.
go. I'll go.
All right. I'll see if I can.
I'll let my retainers come with us through town at least. But if we're gonna leave town, I'll have them go back to the inn.
Okay. Elizabeth is going to be leading you since she's the one that initially found the place. And indeed, I'll put her in front of where the building is supposed to be. It doesn't really matter. We're going to get her to find it a little bit. It's on the other side of town, more westerly oriented. Kind of not a very far distance from the town square where you had previously seen empty stocks that had surely been used at some point.
Ooh.
As well as a sign advertising the Festival of the Blazing Sun. At this point, the sign is still there, but the garlands, flower arrangements, are all kind of scattered, fallen from their posts. The flowers are dry and crunchy. And again, there's very, very few people that are even out and about. As you guys are walking down the city, led by Elizabeth, who's kind of keeping her head on a swivel, past an alleyway where there seems to be a child playing what looks to be next to their home. And as you pass, you see presumably a parent rush out the door, grab the child, but not before shooting daggers in your direction, pulling them back into the party with some hushed chiding. Above you, there is a flock of circling ravens, more than you've ever seen before. There's a significant amount, and they perch on rooftops. They circle about the town of Valaki. One thing is clear: they seem to be watching. And
I've
soon,
just accepted this. To this
Same
point.
shit, different day now at this point. Like
Exactly. I mean, it's
Lucia
just,
looks
it's just
annoyed,
different
but in more of
monkeys.
a I'm done with this shit kind of way. Jeez, I crashed out officially.
Yeah. And you guys arrive, and Elizabeth kind of like takes out her book a little bit, looks to the book, and then up at the building, and she says, yes, I believe this was it. A radiant radiance. Well,
Thank you for your
doesn't look so
assistance.
radiant so much, but hopefully it suits.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Well, what can I say? That's what I'm here for. And then she kind of opens the door for you all, and then she kind of clears her throat. She says, announcing housebroken. That doesn't really have the same ring.
Oh.
Do you want me to do it?
Yes, please.
It's not necessary at all right now.
Are you sure, Lobrin?
Yes.
Completely off topic. Lobert hasn't said shit yet, and so like I'm just kind of like side-eyeing him the whole time.
Bruno is
I mean,
not
that
even
does
saying
make
anything.
sense.
It's making me sad.
As you guys enter this, not quite a small building. As far as Valaki goes, this is one of the larger ones, but it's still, only a two-story, standard kind of cottage home-looking place. And as you enter, who greets you coming down the stairs is this taller, strongly built, half orcish woman with
Hello.
black hair and silver streaks.
Oh my.
She's
Whoa,
got
whoa,
her
whoa.
lower tusks kind of filed down, and she kind of has like a stately way about her. And then as you enter, she gives you something of a pantomimed curtsy, in spite of the fact that she's wearing leggings and no dress at all. And she says, "Oh, gracious, I must admit I didn't expect to have company. It's been a little bit, but aren't you an interesting group? Please, enter and enjoy yourselves." She gets behind the counter and kind of clasps her fingers together.
I come to her and go, "My name's Farron, and I'm gonna put my hand out."
And she
But
takes
I
it
put my hand out like how a lady would put her hand out to like a lord.
She kind of like she kind of like squints her eyes a little bit, but only very briefly, and then she takes your hand in like her fingers, like very gently, and just kind of shakes it up and down.
Yeah,
She says,
that.
"Oh, isn't that charming? And who might you be?"
Lucia.
Lobrin Lucia.
Yes, Lobrin Lucia, yes.
No.
We need vestments for a ball of sorts.
A masquerade, I think,
Ball.
A
specifically.
masquerade, specifically, yes.
Gracious. I haven't had an inquiry like that in some time. By the look of you, I expected you to come in looking for patches for your torn clothing, some such. Oh,
Arcee
live
look
with the
around,
patches.
be like, I apologize. This is what I was buried in.
Yep. Oh. Well, okay. She just kind of like rifles like along the walls of this building. There are racks, like wooden racks of all sorts of vestments, and it looks like there are like a chest of drawers all along the building. It's a relatively sizable open chamber, although it doesn't look like she sees a lot of active business. Everything in there is of a quality that's surprising to see for Vallaki. Be it the largest town in Barovia, it's still something of a backwater, and a lot of the clothing in here is of very fine silks, satins, stuff that looks pretty ornate.
If you don't mind me asking, where do you source your fabrics?
She kind of like places her fingers on her chest very delicately as she chuckles a bit. She says, "Oh, well, where do I source them? Gracious, I make them myself."
Wow,
Where
that's
do you-
pretty impressive.
Where do you get the silk?
Well, I get that from my, let's just say, more subtle dealings outside of the city walls. But we'll leave that between you and I. Suffice it to say, if you see the Vistani, tell them Elise said hello.
Ah, we are
What is
familiar
that?
with them.
Oh, well, I see that you are people of taste. They're good company. Very fine people.
They're great partiers.
Oh, yes. Well, they don't have the noble way about them
Weren't
so
they
much.
whipping someone last party we were at?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
not a
Those are the best
character.
parties of all.
Ain't no party like a tech night party.
And she just kind of like looks between each of you and she says, "So, Royal Ball. No, I don't mean to pry too much, but I don't see too many of those around. Heavens knows that Vargas doesn't really open his doors to just any rabble, so I must inquire."
Oh,
Neither
it's not
do
a
we.
ball for Vargas.
Well, then who for?
I guess we don't
An
technically
important
know.
lord.
All we know is that people we know are there, and we need to do some catching up.
Oh, well. Masquerade ball's not the best sort of environment for catching up. It helps if you can recognize your friends as they engage.
Fair enough, but it's less of a wealth being, more of a investigative.
And she just kind of like squints incredulously at all of you, noticing your kind of like quiet and more reserved demeanor as she's kind
we
of
have
like
to roll
joking and
deception?
a little bit.
Forgive
But-
me for the cold demeanor. It's been a rough few days.
And she just kind of like, there's a pregnant pause on the air before she speaks again. She says, Oh, heavens me.
Word
You mean
is
Ravenloft,
bond.
don't you?
Sadly,
Yes.
we do.
No.
There's no reason to lie to her. She seems chill enough.
All
Oh,
right.
no, I could tell. I can tell now you're not Perovians. I've never seen Perovians like you. But then, I don't exactly fit in either. And it's at this moment I do need to clarify to all of you. This is the first half-orc you've seen
Oh,
in
fuck,
Barovia.
you're right.
Yeah, true.
It's only been like humans and like an elf, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And even the elf didn't fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very few elves, and we're talking dusk elves only. Well, no matter.
Hmm.
I'm not going to judge you for the company you keep. No accounting for taste. But
Believe me, it's not company that we want to
We
willingly
like
keep.
Hands are kind of tied here.
Gracious me. Oh, that's quite the predicament you find yourself in. But what I always say is, if you're going to be in a predicament, you might as well look good being in that predicament.
Might as well have the drip. Word is bond.
So I suppose
Yeah, I don't
each of
mind
you
that
will need
saying.
something befitting the occasion. You do stand out, but we might as well make sure you stand out in the right way.
Yes, please.
Do you have anything green?
Well, just a moment. And she just
Green
kind
is
of
a
like,
banned color in Barovia.
she just kind
Bad
of like,
luck.
she starts rifling through some chest of drawers a little bit, and she just kind of goes, and for that matter, I'll need the sensibilities of each of you. If you leave it to me, you might not like how you look at the end of this all. I can assure you my tastes are a little bit unorthodox.
Do you have any? Do you have any parchment and maybe like some ink that I could draw with?
Oh, all right then. And she kind of goes to like this roll of parchment, not even sheets, but a whole roll, and she
Oh my
pulls some
God.
and tears it. Looks like drafting paper. And she just kind of places it down next to a quill and an inkwell. She says, "I'll have at it then."
Well, I'm gonna scribble my drawing, which you've already seen the inspo for. I'm gonna show it to her and say, "How much would something like this cost?"
17 million.
1.2 billion gold.
Oh, gracious, you have quite the active imagination.
Thank
Creative
you.
mind, I have to admire that. It's an ornate piece. And what's the deadline here?
2 days.
2 days for each of you.
Well, maybe if you have something that, we can just have already, like, I don't know, to make it easier?
Something lying around.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to do something like that.
Oh, I do enjoy being involved in such daring exploits like this. It's been quite some time.
Derek gives us a time limit. Also, Derek, you want me to do this in 3 days?
This woman is not Derek.
Daring.
All right. And she just kind of like nods a little bit, looks between you all. Her expression goes from like bewilderment to like resolve. She kind of purses her lips a little bit and goes, "Oh no, it will be done, but I won't be able to make everything from scratch in that sort of time. But I might be able to make alterations to some of the things I do have."
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We're just
I'm
looking for something to
looking
simply blend in at this point.
Oh, I don't want to blend in. I want to look amazing.
Her jaw drops a little before she like takes her mouth and just like her hand and like closes
Sit
it.
up.
Yeah,
Next
it's
to back up.
You said you
Well,
needed each of our sensibilities?
And measurements, but we'll start with the sensibility.
Can I just have something, I don't
I already
know.
got some of hers. Do you have a melon?
Huh.
What?
Can I just have something, I don't know, involving maybe some blues and whites? Maybe just a little flowy?
And she kind of like
Something nice.
She puts her fingers in like two L shapes and kind of like puts a frame over you with her fingers, and she's like, "Something I can see it. All right. Certainly, I think I can do that." Now, the most important thing will be the mask. And tie the whole motif together. We've got greens, blues, and whites. So let's guess for you, handsome man. Red of some kind. She points to you, Lovren.
I don't really care what outfit put
Well, that
here.
much is apparent, so leave the rest to me.
I'm basically not here to gallivant at a masquerade ball. Not only do I find such displays a little excessive, but at the same time I do think we need to remember that we're not here to have fun, necessarily. And he'll stare at everybody else as he says this.
Wow,
I
I
do
know
agree.
that, Lobrin.
tend to
we
agree with
know.
you. And that's a rare occasion for us.
That's a rare.
I know it's not going to be fun, but I at least want to look nice.
I don't think anyone expects this to be fun, but there are certain things that we are expected to uphold while we attend this gathering, and I'd like to at least be on our best starting.
If you're
At
going to
this
do
point,
something, you
with
might as
all the
well do
shit-
it right.
With all
And
the
I've
shit
never
we've
worn a
gone
dress
through,
like a really pretty dress before.
with all the shit we've gone through, I think some of us at least deserve to indulge this a little. Have a happy spot for once.
How about you
Yeah,
too, Lobrin?
I don't do whatever you want. You can decide the inspiration for mine. He'll say to the shopkeeper.
The clown fit, it is.
So
No! Can I whisper to her? Something blue.
blue, you said?
Yeah.
Not
I don't want him to hear.
Slytherin,
I don't want
eh?
him to hear me though. I don't want him to hear me though.
Not Slytherin!
And then she just kind of looks to her eyes fall on Ark. And she just kind of goes, well, you're going to be a little bit more challenged.
Put him in
The
a
only two things I ask are something vaguely blue and something that'll cover my face.
It's still Mina.
Well,
Oh my god! I just realized.
Yep.
Masquerade ball.
Oh my god, it is still Mina. I still can't access the internet.
That's fine.
It's a bit
okay.
small for you.
Everyone just enjoy Mina for tonight.
So masquerade
Are you
Mina's
ball,
old
here,
enough
that's
to go to
wonderful.
these
You
kinds
can
of
rest
parties?
assured
Just-
that your face will be covered. And finally, you, child. She kind of like waggles her fingers in your face, Lucia, and goes, well, that is a choice of attire you have, but what would you prefer to wear?
Light. I am a follower of Lathander, and I'd like to at least have something bright and hope-giving, for lack of a
You
better
like
word.
white and gold?
She kind of like takes notes with the quill on her draft paper. Says,
And when she said light, not white, to clarify.
okay, I heard you. All right. She kind of nods a little bit. She just takes notes. She says, I'll just need 10 minutes of your time so that I might take some measurements, and then otherwise I think we could make do. I'll need a day and a half. And even that is pushing it.
Wow, that's amazing time.
Well, I won't be making much specifically to your measurements. I will mostly be making alterations to that which I already do have. But that's the nature of the time frame you've given. And let's say 120 gold.
Me with my 15 gold pieces.
Veer
All
back
together?
as I wither.
That's correct. Total.
I have 60. Well, like out of character, I have 61 gold pieces.
I have 15.
Did you guys add it when we
Did you not add when we got paid?
Nope.
Well,
Zach gave us the amount that we each got to add to what we already had.
Which was?
I don't remember. It was 40 something maybe.
It was like 49 pieces of gold or something. This was a while ago.
I didn't type it.
Did you
anywhere,
spend
I
it?
don't
Oh, then I definitely didn't write it down then if it wasn't typed anywhere.
I said it out loud after I returned. This was when we were about to go to the tower.
Yeah, he confirmed like this is how much we each got.
Yeah, but
split
unless
up.
it was written down, I definitely didn't add it.
Oh well, now you have an extra 49 gold pieces.
I don't think it was 49 because I only have 29, and there's no way I spent all of that. It was something like we got like 80 gold total or something.
I thought we got over 100.
Oh, let's settle that later on.
Either way,
Well, we kind of need to pay for this, Derek, so I need to know how
Yeah.
much money we have.
we do have enough
Not for me to determine.
collectively, I believe. So how much does everybody have? 15 for winter. Mariah, you have 60 what?
61, but that's after I added whatever you told me.
15,
We got.
61. I have 29. Arc,
I have 33.
Lucia.
You guys do have a bunch of things that are worth money that you haven't sold. I know that for
Well, that's true. But
Lucia?
she's gonna.
Was it only like 16 apiece then if it was 80
Or
total?
what?
No, we got more than that. We definitely got like.
It really was no. It was a double-digit number because she didn't give us a ton of money.
I swore she gave us over 100.
So let's just say it was 80. That would be 16 gold pieces, which means I have 31, so I can fork up 30.
If it was 16, then in that case I would have.
I don't
Oops.
Okay.
I would have
16
46?
billion.
No, 56. Then I would have 56. I can fork up. How much are you putting down, Winter?
I'll put in 30, so I'll leave myself with 1 gold piece.
I'll
One
put
gold
in.
piece
No,
will
you
still
should
get
leave
us
yourself
far.
with more
You
than
should
that.
leave
I
Maybe
do
yourself
want to stress,
25.
guys, that not all of your value right now is liquid. You have a bunch of stuff. You've got.
I don't
Oh,
have
well,
anything.
all
How
the way
much
back from
did you
Death
say it
House,
would
sell it?
How much did you say it would cost us? Total?
120.
120.
120
What are we at
gold?
right now?
Well,
Uh,
38.
Do you mind if we put
Get everybody
down a deposit and then pay you the rest when we collect?
Well, payment will be due once it's complete. You don't need to put down anything right now.
Oh,
Oh,
We have time
okay.
to sell them.
I'll watch the VOD and see how much it was.
Don't we
Okay.
have wine?
not really.
I thought we got rid of all the wine.
Yeah, we gave it
Maybe
away.
we might have kept 1 or 2 bottles, but not much.
Regardless, we have enough money collectively to pay for it. It's just we'll figure
Yeah,
out how we split it
that's
up later.
We can get it at least. That's good.
Oh my
I
God.
had no money because I promised the toy maker all my money if they could get it done.
The name of that last Decay episode.
What is it?
Strength in numbers.
I
Yeah.
went back to On the Brink just to watch that fucking scene. I'm just, girl, you're on the brink. You cannot afford to be separated right now.
I wish I had as much money here as I did in Decay. I have almost $4,000 in Decay within the ice, or 4,000
Ugh.
gold.
I'm used to being this broke. All the campaigns I've played in, my DM's always done like low gold campaigns, so like I'm used to not having and like scrounging what we can get.
Barovia is not a very wealthy area to be in, but you do have a lot of valuable items that are in.
Why
here.
don't we just go to Waterdeep, guys? There's money there.
How about we figure that out later? And just continue with other stuff.
Let's go to
The
water.
Waterdeep families have money,
The
like
order's been
like
put
the Broken
in.
Gulf.
Why
I'm gonna-
didn't the group? Why didn't the group just leave Barovia? Are they stupid?
I'm gonna lead it to Lucia and go. So you wanna go to the toy shop?
Yes, let's go to the toy shop.
So she takes down all of your your measurements and all that. Does it
The
pretty quickly.
melons.
With
Millions, double
with-
D's, baby. Make sure you write that down, hun.
Don't call me hun. Okay, and then she takes her tape measure.
I
and
would
just
never
kinda
that
actually
was
say
nuts.
that IRL.
Okay. And she just kind of she's very fast with it. You can tell that she's had a good amount of time kind of honing her craft on this. And just as she's finishing, she says, "One more thing. Let's leave our exchange, and my information
Whoa! What's
out of this little encounter of yours. I'd sooner not be referenced in Ravenloft."
Oh, you're fine.
Understandably so.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry. Fucking cats.
Can I also mention something else?
Go ahead.
This is unrelated to what's happening now, but I remember an envelope being dropped off for me last night at the bar while I was not there. Is anybody gonna bring that up? Add a character? I'm just gonna
I
mention
don't, oh my
I don't
god,
remember that.
I don't
gonna
even
flag
remember
that.
that.
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember
was
that at all.
I don't
Stefania
remember
and
that.
Elvir, didn't they drop something off, DM?
I don't
Oh, it was a
Like-
singular gold piece.
It was a singular gold piece.
It wasn't an
remember?
envelope.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
singular
so-
gold
It was
piece
like
and
a letter.
message.
actually-
And a
Actually,
message! And a
verbal.
message!
No, not a letter, but a message. A single gold piece as thanks for your efforts. It's kind
Oh,
of
well.
tongue in cheek.
And I didn't take it.
Nobody mentioned this. We'll never know, I guess. All right, that's
You
fine.
won't know.
We need all the gold we can get right now. That gold piece could be the difference.
If I
We're
had
at
to put down
119,
all
so
the gold, I
actually-
turns to
would.
close.
DM, Ark would like to look potentially for one of the people that he was drinking with the previous night, if possible.
Go ahead and roll perception as you're leaving the
Are we
shop.
splitting up in town now at this point? Doing other errands?
I know Lucia and I are gonna go to the toy shop.
I'm back. Sorry, my cats are fighting.
Yes, and then so you two going to the toy shop. What is everyone else doing?
Well, Ark is gonna go on his excursion. Farron and Lucy are going to the toy shop. I am going to go, I guess just back to the tavern quickly just to do a little bit last minute. Right, I'll explain what I want to do when we get to my thing.
Okay, we'll start with the toy shop crew.
All right, I'm gonna clarify who's toy shop crew. Just me and Farron.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right.
Make
Oh,
your way
I'm
over
so
there.
excited.
The
Make
place
no
is
mention
just
of the toy or
it's
of the
just
doll.
as abandoned as you last found it. The sign's still hanging loose. There's not really any inclination that people have been coming and going from there, let alone that someone lives in there and runs a shop. And then as you enter, it's the same scene as you've seen before. Only at this point, Blinsky is both behind the table, working on one marionette doll, stringing it together as you enter, and Piccolo is on his shoulder. And he kind of like turns as you enter, and a little bell ringing. And he goes, "Oh, friends! Oh, welcome back! Oh, good Lucia, it's good to see you again. Yes, and your friend here. Good company.
My name's Tavarin. I really like your monkey.
Oh, well, he likes you too, isn't that right, Piccolo?" The monkey just kind of doesn't look super enthused, doesn't leave his shoulder. But as he kind of like gestures and is very like emphatically gesturing about his gesture hat is kind of like jingling about. And he says, "Oh, I suppose you're coming to looking for an update on your little project. Is that correct?"
Yes, just a quick check-in since we're about to move a bit back and forth for a bit.
He's kind of scratching the back of his head a little bit, and he goes, "It's going to be no easy doing. I would need to be less of a wooden man and more of a metal man. You understand what I'm saying? But just the same, I think I can fashion something that will suit you. See here, look what I have found." And he pulls out a spool of metal wire. He says, "I believe with the right fashioning, I might be able to make a spring of this."
If you can get it functioning, I can work on its upkeep afterwards.
Oh, so be it.
I can repair guns at half the cost. Whoopee.
It is very unlikely I will be able to get you each of the pieces you need, but at least one I think I can do.
Okay. That leaves the hammer, I think, and the ramrod.
That's at least something.
Oh, okay, here. While you are here, take a look at this one. And this marionette doll, he's got like the shape of like looks to be some sort of nobleman, but isn't painted or anything like that. Kind of takes it by its its boards and begins dancing it above the table and says, "Hey, what do you think? This is a fine work, yes?"
Does the marionette have a mustache?
You have so much talent.
The marionette does not have a mustache.
Okay, making sure.
Well, thank you.
That
I
was
keep
good.
telling Piccolo this, he does not believe me.
Well, if you want, I can talk to Piccolo. You know I can speak with animals.
All right.
Oh, god damn it. I
I
should
did not
have
know
fucking
this,
known you were going to do this.
But
I'm
please,
gonna
go
cast
ahead.
speak with animals.
All right. What are you saying to Piccolo?
I'm gonna say, "Hi, Piccolo. My name is Farron." Although it probably just sounds like, I don't know. I can't do monkey noises. You do the monkey noises.
Trust the process. She's cooking right now.
I wonder if this monkey has information.
Piccolo just kind of leers at you a little bit, and he just says, "What's it to you?"
Well, I
Oh,
was just wondering. Well,
Damn.
every
He's a
animal
Miyaka.
hates me.
Well, established.
I was just wondering if we could be friends.
Yeah, well, what's in it for me?
Well, and I pull into my bag, and I guess I'll pull out some like. Do I still have it in my bag? Sorry, I went to click on like what I have, and it took me to a different like someone else's stream.
oh.
Because with my double screen, like I accidentally clicked someone else's stream, like while I was trying to see what was in my bag, because I was clicking like the little character sheet. I'm just gonna pull out some leftover bread that I had from breakfast and be like, "Can you be wooed with treats?"
He just kind of leers at you a little bit, and he says, "All right." And he kind of slopes over to you in a monkey sort of way, And he takes the, without even asking, he just kind of like yanks the bread from your hand and starts
That's fine.
munching down on it. And
I'm gonna look at his.
Blinsky,
What's his owner's name again?
Blinsky.
Linsky. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up and be like,
He kind of claps a little bit. He says, "Oh, marvelous thing, marvelous."
and then in monkey, I'm gonna say, oh man, would you be able to tell me a little information?
Oh, you
And like,
bitch.
it'll be our secret. You can't talk to monkeys.
I know. I just say you're devious for this, but I love it.
Man, I like secrets. Yeah, you tell me all about it. Yeah.
All right. How about you give me a secret and I'll give you a secret. But I kind of already maybe know a tiny little bit about the secret, so I just want a little information. But I'll tell you something, anything you want to know.
Well, it's not as fun, but okay.
Okay, so go ahead, ask.
Tell me which cabinet Blinsky keeps the peanuts in.
I don't know, but I'll
What
ask.
are you good for?
One sec.
This is
Mr.
a terrible
Blinsky,
idea.
for no reason, what cabinet do you keep your peanuts in?
Oh, well, it's funny you ask. I'm not falling for this one again.
Well, I'd just like to give him one little peanut. He's such a sweet boy.
He's also a very hefty boy. He shall not have any more peanuts.
Oh, please. And I'm going to look at him. I'm going to say, just one peanut wouldn't hurt. I won't tell him where you keep them. I promise.
So be it then. Just a moment. And you see him walk upstairs.
With the monkey?
No, the monkey's on the table, the counter, as it were. And he comes back down with a small little handful of peanuts. He says,
Shit, I was gonna do something. I was gonna try and wild shape really quick, but that would break concentration. I was gonna figure out. I'm gonna say, oh, thank you. Where do you keep these peanuts?
Well, didn't we just go over this? I got you the peanuts. I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. And so I'm
This
gonna
is
turn
Golden
Tell him
Grass
five
all over
peanuts.
again.
I'm gonna turn back to
No,
the
yeah.
monkey and say, listen, he's a real tough nut to crack. No pun intended. But look what
No
I got
pain
for
intended.
you.
And he kind of nabs the peanuts from your hand. He says, that joke wasn't very good, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. All right, so you want information, eh?
Yeah. If you know anything, it's okay if you don't. I'll still tell you like a big cool secret or something. But
Yeah, I knows a whole lot.
you do,
Yeah.
right? Do you knows anything about a man who comes to pick up dolls that are made of a man with black hair and a woman with long, she has brown hair, right?
That's Auburn.
Auburn hair.
Auburn. What's an Auburn?
Okay, right. Like reddish hair.
She just kind of.
Do you know why your buddy over here makes those? And have you seen the man who picks those dolls up?
Kind of squints at you a little bit, and he looks over at the doll that you're referencing. The Arabian doll is still on the counter.
Oh, I'm on a super important mission to save that girl, the girl, one of the doll girl.
Just for observation's sake, the doll looks exactly like Irina, but isn't wearing the clothing that Irina came in wearing.
Oh no.
And the monkey kind of squints a little bit and says, "Yeah, I sees him. I see he comes in every other week or so, has a new request, something about it. Keeps the old man real busy. He's like the only patron he's got. He has new requests, but always the same kind of doll, but with tiny little alterations. I don't really understand it, but not my business."
Yeah. And the man, what does he look like?
Yeah, he's a big guy, freakish arm, smells like charcoal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
And did he say he's picking it up for him, or is it for someone else? Do you think?
Yeah, he doesn't say so much. Mostly just grunts.
Inside check on the monkey.
Okay.
terrible. Oh, 23. Monkey tell the
being-
truth?
He's telling the truth. He seems mostly earnest. He says, doesn't say much beyond his requests. You're very specific, though, so if they're for someone else, it'd be very strange.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. Now, I suppose it's your turn to hear one of my secrets, huh?
Lay it on me.
What if I could tell you that I could turn into you right now, right in front of you?
Well, go on, then.
Are we wasting a wild shape on this?
Yes.
You won't be able to talk to him after.
But I will tell him, I'm gonna say, just keep in mind, we won't be able to talk afterwards. But
Okay.
it'll be my parting gift to you, okay?
All right, let's seize it then.
Okay. And I'm gonna I'm gonna wild shape it.
No warning to me or the guy?
Nope, I'm gonna wild shape into a monkey.
Okay. While you're a monkey, you can still communicate with the other monkey.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, and so I'm gonna keep talking to him and say, pretty cool, huh? You're a handsome looking fella.
And
What the
he kind of like slaps his monkey paws down on the table multiple times in excitement. He kind of screeches a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, that was some top-notch stuff. That was pretty good."
I know, totally worth it, right?
Well, yeah, you don't look nothing like me though.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I tried my best. You're just
Nah,
too
it's all
handsome to recreate.
Yeah, don't I know it?
All right, so I'm gonna turn back into the girl that I was, but then I won't be able to talk to you anymore. So is there anything you want to say before I do?
Only that you're all right in my book.
Aw, yay! You're okay in my book too. And then I'm gonna
Okay.
turn back into human and just look at Lucia.
Lucia's kind of just like back against the toy shelf, just kind of like wide-eyed, like what the fuck?
Blinsky's
So
still
I
clapping
really,
and still
really,
kinda-
really like your monkey.
Oh, yeah. You and me both. He is a most charming creature. He seems to have taken a liking to you. He's not doing
Yeah,
any
he really
excrement at
liked
you
when
at
I
all.
turned into a monkey.
Oh, how about that? You do not see that every day.
Thanks for the warning.
Sorry.
And that's what I call monkey business.
This is why we didn't invite Loper.
Why the fuck is he a fucking wise guy from North Jersey?
Why not?
Monkey. The monkey's like a walking over here.
Hey, yo!
I'm
I
swinging
like
here.
that monkey. Damn it, I was really
Bacon, egg,
hoping.
and cheese.
I'm sorry, Lucia. Well, no, wait, I'm not saying. I'm sorry, IRL. I'm not saying this is fair, and I really thought I could maybe find out more information.
No, that's fucking hilarious. I fucking loved that. That was
I
like
really
the
tried.
best. That was the best workaround I've ever seen, and I'm none the wiser. I have no reason to believe you'd ask.
So long as we're all concluded here, why don't we cut over to Twilight and then to the boys?
I thought it was, I thought Ark was next in line.
Oh, okay. The boys
You
next.
do Twyla next. Oh, my.
All right, Twyla next.
Twyla's next.
We're going back to the boys!
Why? Why are we? We're fine doing it next. I don't care either way.
Alright. I'll make mine's quick. So after we leave the clothing store getting soup, why are you buying clothes at the soup store?
Soup for my family.
This is just soup for my family. I'm gonna go back to the inn. And do they serve coffee?
Not that you've seen.
Bastards. Okay, I'll just find myself a table downstairs, and kind of set up all my research notes. I'm gonna be kind of going over what I know and attempting to find information maybe pertaining to more of these, like, druids that we had come across before and see if anything I wrote down from the old man, could, like, help us when it comes to what we're about to do next. And also while I'm doing that, I'm gonna take 10 minutes to ritual cast Find Familiar to get Dollop back.
And he
Yay.
poofs into existence.
Dollop!
And he just goes, oh, and he urgently goes into your hair and just kind of starts buffeting his wings real urgently.
I'm gonna hug him close. I
Never
go,
leaving her hair again.
oh, Dollop, I'm so sorry.
He kind of nibbles your neck a little bit in a sort of chiding kind of way, but otherwise Nestle's pretty close.
I really don't want you getting hurt anymore, Dollop. Are you sure you're okay with this?
Kind of puffs out his feathery chest and just kind of goes,
Okay. You know, you're turning into a real brave boy, Dollop.
kind of, he nods in the most kind of owly way he can.
So look at him and hug him and just kind of look at him for a moment and go, Maybe sometime soon it'll be my turn to be brave too, huh?
He just kind of tilts his head a little bit, and then he kind of like, almost in like a sort of playful way, he kind of turns around and then turns his head 180 degrees to look back at you and tilts his head again.
Oh, Dollop. You always know what to say.
It's at this moment that you hear, well, you don't hear. A message comes into your mind in a familiar voice, and it kind of goes.
That's helpful. I was gonna cast Sending. I don't have to do it.
And it just kind of goes, "Morning, Pigeon. Got a little bit of an update for you."
I thought he was calling her pigeon.
I think he is.
He did.
I think pigeon's a term of endearment.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
And he just kind of goes, well, hold on.
Choose your words carefully, Derek.
Esmeralda discovered there's a place of interest nearby. Tomb of ancient dragon.
I'm writing all this
Might be
down.
worth checking out.
Ancient dragon? Tomb of an ancient dragon?
Is that all that I hear?
Yeah, that's all you have.
Okay.
25 words.
Alright, I'm gonna respond back. Good
I'll
morning.
count for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank God.
I'll count.
I had my hands out and I was looking down at my fingies already. Good morning. Where would this tomb reside? Hold on.
You leave Gruta out of this.
No, it's not Gruta's cave. Fuck.
Vampire
Any-
zombie Gruta.
Any word on the werewolf den? Heading out soon. How many words is that?
You have 3 left.
I have 3 left.
Yeah.
Sad without you.
It goes through.
Okay.
I say it goes through.
Without will count as 1.
That's not without you.
Sad without you.
Just say it really fast and it's 1 word.
Just try to shove it in at the end.
All right, and there's a couple moments pass, and he says, a message comes back into your mind. He just goes, "It's due south of the tower. Only a few hours trek. Might be dangerous. No word on Lair. Esmeralda still scouting.
You have 3 words left if you want to use them.
I'll keep in touch."
That's not 3 words, Derek.
I'll keep touching.
Just
I'll
say
keep-
like, just
I'll
say
keep contact.
Keep contact. Yeah, I'll keep contact.
I'll keep. That's all.
No, keep
You
whatever.
can respond to this message.
Oh wait, that was another cast. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't think we'd get this much information.
Never get Lucia on one of these because her last 10 words. Now, how do you turn this spell off or something?
How do you work this thing? Is this thing on?
You pooping?
Are you pooping? Or do?
No,
I
that's.
Okay.
I'll count for you again if you
Thank
want.
you. Any idea what resides in the tomb? Sounds interesting. Also, there's evil druids. How many words is that so far?
You have 7 left.
Okay. Cursing land. Very dangerous. Any thoughts? Eh?
Yeah, one more.
My last word was eh?
That was her last
Your
word.
last word
Say,
is
say,
poopy.
Eh? Any thoughts, maybe?
You get one last message.
Oh,
My
he's
fucking
wasting
spell
all
slot.
he's using all his sendings on her. He loves her so much.
I don't have to use my sendings.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that. add the problem to the pile. Come see me soon. Maybe we can put our heads together. Winky face.
He says,
You have 3 more words, Derek.
Hold on. Are we gonna acknowledge Winky Face?
We are. I'm
Actually, then you technically only have 1 more
He
word.
doesn't literally say winky face.
he says winky face.
He's like a 50-year-old man.
like Diva from
He's
Overwatch.
got some.
And fine, the last 3 words are...
Winky face.
Yeah, you said it.
Face.
Then you
You
only have
say-
1 more word.
Winky
stay
is 2.
safe.
He says it in
There's
2
no
words.
winky face. There's no winky face.
It's canon now. You said
He
it.
doesn't have to use all 25 words. It's just fun, too.
Winky Gate.
Okay.
You can respond to that message because he can.
Oh fuck!
He's been the one casting it.
I keep forgetting he's casting this. Okay, because this is not the plan.
I got this. I'm
You don't have to. You don't
Okay,
have to
thank-
respond.
I'm
You
going to. We don't waste the 25 words in this house.
Especially when she likes him.
1 second.
Okay, my fists are ready.
Okay, thank you. Added to the pile. Looking forward to putting heads together soon.
Winky
Oh
face.
man, that's awkward.
Oh,
I'm
man.
counting that.
Yeah, no, that counts. How many words does that leave after that?
You have
5.
10, I think. Oh.
10, no, 10, you're right.
Wait, you heard that.
Okay, you have 5 words left.
Okay. Miss you lots. Okay, bye!
Cut off.
He didn't get the bye. He just
He
got
didn't-
Okay!
That was, ladies and gentlemen, that was 3 spell slots. Okay,
And technically, I have 3 spell slots I can cast Sending with. I'm not going to.
Do it.
Huh?
we're having an extended
He
conversation.
said, "Do it."
Oh, I thought he said,
Hey, what did you eat for breakfast?
Oh no.
I had bacon, egg, cheese on
Nice.
everything bagel.
Oh, that
Got
sounds
those in
good.
Barovia?
Also, they're werewolf here.
Oh, fuck.
Werewolf.
They're
It's like,
wolf.
it's like Tarzan. Tarzan.
Not Clayton.
Not Clayton.
Hoo-hoo-ha.
That glute.
Alright, so I'll have written all of that down on the parchments in front of me to make notes on the things he said. I'm especially, like, circling in, like, bold ink, Tomb
That
of
he called
Ancient
you pigeon?
Dragon. Yes, that he called
Winky
me pigeon.
Face.
I actually doodled a little image of a pigeon in the corner of the paper. Oh,
Andrew.
Archetype.
Andrew.
He stayed with us for a while.
There he is!
Back.
Oh, I never. Oh, there he is.
Guys.
We hear you.
Andy, before it happens again, you gotta do your thing.
Oh god. What's going on? I can kind of hear what's going on.
Oh no. Can you hear us?
I heard I heard that.
You did?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah, we're
Andrew.
doing
the-
It's
okay.
me,
We're doing the next-
Mariah. Can you hear me?
This session has
can.
been filled with a lot of problems, but we're getting by. Lord help us, we're getting by.
Before it gets worse again, let's cut from Twyla
Let's cut
and go
to
to
the boys.
and go to the boys.
Let's go to buddy cops.
The
Roaming the
boys on
streets
Amazon
looking for
Prime.
tail.
I'll BRB.
Not that, but we are looking potentially for the peeps, the homies, the people that drank with us.
The
yesterday.
homies!
Okay. Alright, are you both looking for those people?
Yep.
Alright, well then one of you roll with advantage or both of you roll individually for perception checks.
What do you?
As you're roaming the
I'll
streets.
let you roll because you probably have better perception than I do.
I actually have proficiency in it. I think I have a +4.
I will let you roll. I have a +0.
Alright. 18 on the first with advantage. It's gonna be an 18.
You do not see those particular guards at any
Do we
point.
see
You
guards?
see some.
in
You do
general?
see some guard patrols coming by, and they kind of side eye you a little bit, but none of them
I
stop
will
you.
approach and
Sure.
ask about our friends that we made last night.
Okay. The squadron that you approach is it's 3 guards that seem to be making their rounds, each with spears. And they kind of look between each other and they say, or the first, and it kind of comes up, just kind of says, wouldn't know anything about that. Wasn't at the inn last night. What'd you say their name was?
Oh god.
It was a
DM, can you
wiry guy, stout woman, and another stocky gentleman.
Well, I think I
You
know
know
who the
them?
wiry gentleman is.
Right,
At the very least.
yeah, you know him.
Well, I could guess, but suffice it to say, it sounds like they're about to have their hide stand. Don't want any part of it.
They
do you
they
mean?
did say that there was a pool, a wager going on amongst the guards for asking about a certain captain's hand.
Yeah, you provoked old Izek?
I did ask about his hand, yes.
Yeah, you've got some brass under that metal. All right then, I'll bring it up to him next time I see him.
I was also the one who asking about the hand, so there's also.
Arik is gonna
I just
slap
want to
you
know.
across the back of the head.
Look, I don't get in on these gambits. All right, seems right stupid, but I'll bring it up to him if that's what you want.
Thanks. Just say it was Ouch Growski looking for. They'll know.
That's
Actually,
not a
he'll-
real name.
Well,
No, it
that's
is
what they
not, but
said.
he'll understand.
They'll get the message.
Ugh. And he just kind of wanders off with the two others that were behind him.
I
It
think
must be
they like
noted,
us.
Ark is completely sober at this point.
Yeah, it's
Ark
the morning.
is. Ark is.
Or, yes.
Hi, Gota!
You asking if I'm?
All right.
Am I?
Anything-
Fine right now.
Anything else you guys wanted to do in this particular time?
So we got the
Maybe
clothing
Yeah,
done.
I actually do want to do something else.
go ahead. Your retainers, I'll say, are with you right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I just want to see if there's anything evincing a little bit more about this mysterious Duchess. Just like if I can overhear any conversation. I imagine she's probably a pretty hot topic right now, just given what happened.
Sure.
So I don't want to say anything to anyone, but I just want to see if I can overhear maybe a little bit more about like what sort of happened last night regarding her arrival and like what she might look like or how she appeared, that sort of thing.
Right.
You want me to roll perception? I'll kind of like listen in.
So what I can immediately tell you, go ahead and roll perception for that. What I can
Yeah.
immediately tell you is that there's very few citizens that are out and about today. It's mostly just battalions of guards going out and about. Those
are still
people that
shouting.
are out are like hurriedly going from one place to another and not talking
Yeah.
about anything, and they're keeping to themselves. People seem really kind of on the fritz about this. I mean, from what you were inferred, one of the guards was killed by this woman.
Shit.
And someone from outside coming into Valaki, a place that is famed for being really, really paranoid about outsiders and super, super secure. You can imagine that this is. Loban can probably easily infer that this was a shaking moment for the time.
Okay. And with a 21, do I hear anything further?
As you're kind of like passing by, you do hear some mutters from one of the battalions of guards that are kind of posted up in the town square. One of them leaning on the unused stocks. The conversation is mostly about how Vargas is behaving and the rising tensions, the talk of revolt just before the Duchess arrived and scared everyone back into their holes. They don't talk about the Duchess very much, only in passing. She's brought up as just like that woman or like the visitor, you know. It's like they seem almost superstitious about bringing her up.
So they did nothing really.
Nothing very
Nothing really, no.
elucidating, suffice it to say.
Very fair.
Do you share this information with Ark?
Yeah, what I know, I'll share with you as we're kind of walking and sort of just say, seems like the town is rather barren right now, given the recent events. People seem to be speaking in a hushed tone about what happened last night, if at all.
I tend to agree. Something of this nature seems to have scared everyone. Everyone's on
Also,
edge.
I just want to say that curious as to why you lied to me. Well, if that's true, what Strahd said. Do you want to tell me whether you lied or not, or am I going to be left to deduce that for myself?
I won't lie to you a second time. I was not the one who made the choice.
So Strahd was telling the truth.
That's correct.
He sort of sighs and looks off. He collects himself again. He stops walking for a second.
We'll stop as well. You just see him staring at you, waiting for you to continue with your thought.
He just says, I understand that while we're here, things are going to be difficult and certain choices will have to be made, but at the very least, I would hope to trust you all enough to tell me the truth. Why did you lie to me? And he'll stare up at you.
Mark is gonna turn his head away and stare into the distance a little bit, under your gaze. I worry for Lucia. I've bared this kind of burden before. I would rather it be me that takes all the blame for everything that goes wrong. I'd rather all of you stay close. You'll need each other.
Our mistakes are not your burden to bear, Ark. I think we need to do the best we can to be honest with each other about the hard decisions, about the mistakes we'll make. And while I appreciate what I can see you are trying to do, I think from now on we should do our best to keep each other apprised of the truth, if that's fair. And he's gonna stick out a hand to shake.
I'll go look at it for a second. And he will take it. I appreciate you asking for the truth. Sometimes the truth is a hard thing to bear, and not everyone is ready for it. I often find that I'm separated from those such as yourself that have finite lifespans. You'll eventually move on from this world. So far, I have not been able to.
Norbert will just nod in acknowledgement at this before continuing to walk on through the town, listening for rumors, looking around.
Bebopping. Okay. Where are you all meeting as you recoalesce?
I assume the inn again.
I also assume the end.
That seems to be the old
I assumed
standby.
the inn, which is why I set up all my research papers there.
Okay. We'll quickly go back there as you all kind of finish your little your efforts throughout the town. And Erwin is still there, and there looks to be a patron or two that's entered since then at the far table. They are kind of keeping to themselves, and they seem a little bit hushed. But otherwise, there's people again. Imagine that. And he, Erwin kind of beckons you all in as you enter again, gestures to your usual seats. Carry on, says I.
Does everyone meet back up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would, but I apologize.
Yeah.
You getting called over for something.
No worries. As everyone comes back in, I'm gonna beckon everyone to come sit where I've like set up all my papers, and I've been stewing on all this information. And I'll say to everyone, guys, I've got some interesting leads, actually, for where we could go next.
Ooh. Pray tell.
So, first of all, ta-da! And I'm gonna present Dollop.
You kind of like
Yep.
he kind of does like a big wings, and he just kind of goes. "Oh."
Oh, I'm so happy he's back.
I am too, though I worry about him and I'll look at him.
He kind of looks back to you, and he goes. "Oh."
Okay. Well, I've been in contact with someone and like give a very like kind of like nudge nudge wink wink look. So I don't say the name out loud. But I found some interesting information, and I'll point down to my notes that I've taken, and I'll say, so, there's no updates on that potential werewolf den. Still waiting to hear back from the reconnaissance. He doesn't know anything about these evil druids that seem to be about, so that's just another new problem to research into. But he said, now get this sounds wild. There's some kind of tomb of an ancient dragon. Like, what?
An ancient dragon tomb, but the dragon's dead, right?
I mean, I have to assume so.
Okay.
That's what a tomb usually means.
I bet there's a lot of gold in there.
There's probably something super cool and awesome in there.
Like magical items or something?
What if it's got, like, some kind of... Yeah, maybe. What, like, magical items or some kind of, like, cool weapon that we can use to defeat... I don't know. Strahd, I'll say in, like, a whisper.
Yeah. That's really good information. Oh my god.
It's only a few hours, apparently, from the tower.
From his tower?
Yeah.
Like I said, girl, my survival instincts are on point. I bet I could find that in no time.
I bet so.
I'll start crawling on my hands and knees if I have to.
I'm gonna look to everyone else and be like, a tomb? Dragon? Huh?
I mean, I do think we have more pressing things, but I'm not opposed to the idea.
Come on, Lobrin. What if there's like leftover
I
dragon
haven't muted him.
scales? You could take
Okay,
one.
so, can we fit into our schedule?
It's technically
what I-
closer than the other thing we were gonna do.
I think in this scenario, then, doesn't hurt to poke. But as soon as shit gets bad, we bail.
Okay, agree.
True.
I talked to the toy maker. He managed to get me a spring working, but it seems like the other pieces are gonna be something I need to find myself. So let's just hope there's a lot of metal in that cave.
Oh yeah, I meant to see if I could find like a clock or something to take apart, but the spring is taken care of, you said.
The spring is, and she'll kind of just like think about it. Kind of taken care of. The other ones I'll have to do myself.
I'll help. We can figure something out.
Who knows? Maybe there's gunpowder in the dragon cave. Let's go, guys.
Maybe. Ark? Dragon? Cave? Tomb?
You're a knight. It's like that scene from Shrek, except instead of a hideous ogre, there's a handsome zombie underneath.
Potentially
You
sword?
You see Ark's
Sort of
shoulders
Strahd
kind of
slaying.
kind of sag, as in a sigh. I'm concerned that this might cause us to stray further
That's
from
why
being
I.
able to.
That's why I said, as soon as anything gets bad, we bail.
We only have a limited amount of time.
Half the time we have right now seems to be just waiting for our stuff to be done. So we have this period to get other things done.
Exactly, but the question is which do we do?
Well, right now, I think we should head to the Vistani camp still.
Oh yeah, we still
Vistani
need to go
camp.
there.
Check in with
I
them,
think the Vistani
go
camp
to the
could be
cave on our
first.
way back, and then go to the town and spend our last time there prepping. I
I'd
think that's our
rather
best
go.
course of action.
I think our best course of action would be to look for the stones.
I agree with Ark.
If we can't find these all in 3 days, best case scenario, we find them all and we miss the ball. Things could go bad there.
I do not want to miss that ball.
If we
Not
miss
while
the
I don't
ball,
think
there
we
might be
can afford-
consequences.
I don't think we can afford to miss the ball. But what I'm concerned about... Dragon caves, yes, they are usually full of riches. But this is a tomb. Either it's been stripped barren already, or there's
Ark?
something more fearsome guarding it than the original dragon.
No.
I mean, there could-
That's a fair concern, but at the same time, Ark, do you really think that these people would are the adventuring type? Like around us? It seems like everyone's either fending off themselves or just stealing from others. It's not like they'd go out of their way to find a cave.
If the tomb is abandoned, I'd put some money on, well, the werewolves raiding it.
There also has
I-
talk of other adventuring parties being here before us.
That is true.
That's my concern.
None
And
surviving.
there's also the concern that yes, these people don't seem to be adventurers anymore. But who's to say that they were always this way? It's likely that before we came here, well, even potentially before Strahd, there were those among them that dared to brave the unknown.
Well,
So here's my
man,
argument for
I really
both.
wanted dragon loot.
Well, here's my argument for both. One, for the crystal. One, it helps a family that we have care for, at the very least. Two, we know it might be able to provide some kind of restoring power to this land to some degree. The only downside is we didn't do so well with just the one group, and if this group has maybe even their leader upon it, we might do very poorly, if not die. So there's
That
that
is
to
a
consider.
That is a concern.
The other thing with the dragon tomb is we don't know anything about it or what could be in there. So that's danger. But also, because we don't know anything, there's the potential that it could have something that could aid one, if not all of us in there. Like, I'm not even talking about just picking up some gems or some gold. I'm talking about something that'll actually be of beneficial use to us at any given moment.
We are a bit low, and the only magical equipment we have was given to us by the fuckhead, so...
It
My-
gave me this wand of like bird calls. Honestly, it's not that interesting.
Have you
I can
even
just turn
used it?
No, I could just turn into a bird and make the bird call.
I bet Dollop likes it.
My
It's like a dog whistle.
I don't know if Dollop would like it.
My biggest reason for wanting to go after the crystals is I have a feeling they have something to do with the curse upon this land.
I don't think
Maybe if
any
we
of
can
us
lift
are
it-
denying that fact. It's just that our hands are tied right now. Like, I agree with you. The crystals have some sort of say. There's something about them, especially if they're that important.
If they're
do something.
able to deny whatever is stripping this land of its vitality,
Think
is there a possibility that it could strip Strahd of his vitality as well?
The issue there is we're going off a gamble.
Everything is a gamble here. I
You're
think going
right.
to the Dragon Cave is even more of a gamble because we at least have some idea of what the crystals can do, but the Dragon
Let's go
Cave,
gambling.
You know what? I have an
Aw,
idea.
Dang it. Oh,
the
dang
Dragon
it.
Cave is a complete gamble. We have no idea what its significance is in the history of this land. We don't know
That's
how long it is alive.
and there's an
what it may
argument
have-
for it there. My thought is this: the crystals are known, especially if someone apparently has a walking house to defend it, or whatever. The people know what they're about, and so they're gonna fight tooth and nail to stop us. This dragon stuff could be unrelated, so no one cares about it. We could do the dragon's den, get what we need from it, and then that could help us get the crystals. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't do the crystal. I'm just saying it doesn't hurt to at least look. And if it's more than we can chew, we're out of there. It's shorter than any destination,
I'll
so
agree with
we
you
don't
on
lose
that,
that much time.
but I'm concerned that it's a red herring. Gonna lead us further from where we need to be.
Derek's not that much of an asshole. says
Listen,
Lucia.
Derek is not,
I
but
would not
I don't
be
know
so
anything about
sure.
this campaign.
listen, I have a proposal. And I'm gonna start just packing up my notes at this point, and I'll say, we have one more stop at the very least to make before we do anything, and that's to the Vistani camp. Why don't we seek Aragal's counsel? Maybe he has a better idea of our direction than anyone, because he knows these lands.
Fair enough.
It's not a bad plan.
Aragal hasn't proved
You
to be
agree?
the most reliable, though.
Well, he got a job done.
Did your research indicate anything about what the dragon's hoard could be? What benefits it may contain?
I can cast a spell and try to find out.
If it can help us decide our course of action, I would greatly appreciate it.
The only information I have currently is that it is by the tower a few hours due south. But let me see if he knows just a little bit more. So I'm gonna cast Sending. You ready, Derek?
All right.
I'm ready.
So, Tomb of Ancient Dragon. Any ideas on what's in it? Maybe something powerful or useful for anyone? Ark is asking.
5 more.
Or
Also, I do have to get going soon.
We're gonna close it very soon.
Let me know.
Just go like, mwah.
Mwah. I don't actually do that.
This is a
Yeah,
word,
we-
right?
I am gooning just to end the fucking.
No, I'm not saying I'm gooning.
Hey, Pidge. Yeah, it's
Bitch.
it wasn't Paladin Enclave at one point.
Ark immediately is interested.
Silver
hear-
Dragon.
Oh, bomb.
Don't know too much about it. Expect something of a fortress, or what once was one.
Just the
Alright.
ice dragons.
You sure it wasn't
You-
a bronze dragon or copper? Fuck, whatever.
Copper.
Upper.
So I'm
Do
gonna.
you relay this
Die for
information?
Yeah, I'm gonna speak up and I'm gonna go. Ark, it was a Paladin Enclave for the Platinum Dragon. Ark, it's a fortress. There's gotta be something good in there, especially for you.
Ark is gonna sit there in
I
thought.
agree with Eric full
I'm
heart.
gonna
How-
take Ark's
how-
shoulders and go, Ark! And just
How-
shake them because she's
Hold on,
everyone's
hold
getting
on.
excited.
Ark, before you say anything, how do we know that Twyla's even telling the truth? People in this party have been known to be deceitful before, and he's gonna stare at Lucy.
Twyla wouldn't lie. I know
Wow.
her.
Ark is going to say to Lobrin, let's just
Damn.
take things at face value for now. We'll discuss things in depth later.
Elizabeth is furiously scribbling in her notebook, and she kind of turns it subtly to you, Lobrin, and you see a very hastily drawn little doodle of a little cartoony dragon.
I do think that
Thanks.
I'm hesitant to postpone any quest to maybe delve into the questions of this land, but if it was a paladin stronghold, and if there truly was a silver dragon at some point, well, it's likely that the place itself, at least, is warded against evil.
Oh,
There's
right.
a-
Aren't silver ones good? Or like
They are.
metallic?
But they said Platinum Dragon, which is
They
Bahamut.
said silver.
Oh, they did. Okay.
If it is
Platinum
a silver
dragon.
dragon specifically,
That's the ice dragons.
can
have a good
I
one, it's a bad
roll a check to see what I remember about silver dragons?
Go ahead.
May I also roll
what
history
would-
on that because of my
That would be a
studies?
nature check, not a history
Oh.
check. You're trying to
Ooh,
determine
dragons are
what
nature?
silver dragons are about.
Got you.
That's cool.
If you were trying to recall specific details about like a specific silver dragon, then that would be
what-
history. Yeah.
What I was more
I'm gonna touch
trying
myself.
to recall is in my experience with a paladin order. Have I ever encountered a situation in which silver dragons align themselves with paladins.
Go ahead and roll history for that then.
Just got a 16 on nature. Nothing too cray-cray.
What board are we on?
We're on the
we're
tavern.
Blue Water Inn. Farron, you know that silver dragons are generally good alliance, and they stand for justice, protection of the weak, and they do have hordes, same as any dragon. Silver dragons in particular are the ones that are most fascinated with humanoid kind, even frequently having hordes and collections dedicated to like historical pieces and art, things like that. They're like
here we go.
They're like human weeaboos.
They are like human
okay, I'm gonna
weeaboos.
relate this to the party. They're like, they actually really like humans, and they've allied themselves with humans in the past, and maybe they like humans like to a little bit of an unhealthy extent, but you know what? At least they don't hate us.
This could be a big break.
DM,
Yeah.
with a 25, what do I remember or recall? With my
You know that it's not just that silver dragons are often aligned with good causes that are often associated with the Order of the Platinum Dragon Bahamut, but also certain ancient silver dragons, if they are powerful enough, can have entire orders of paladins focused around them as their patron, almost like a sort of demigod.
Oh, that's cool.
All right.
From what I recall of silver dragons, if they are old enough, if they gained enough wisdom and power, it's not too far off for them to be respected as demigods or direct servants of Bahamut. It's likely that if this was a stronghold of a silver dragon, there's a possibility that they were worshipped as more than just a messenger.
Interesting. So it
So
could
at
have
least
really
worth
been
a
like a
check out.
temple.
The more I think about it, the more I do believe we need to indulge in this curiosity. We should check out whatever remains of this fortress.
All right.
I agree.
Jinx!
And with that,
Wait,
not to
1, 2, 3, knock on wood. You owe me a soda.
are you about to end the session? Because I have one last thing to say, Derek.
go ahead.
Is that what you're doing? You're ending the session?
Go ahead and say your thing, and then I'll end the session.
Okay. And I'll look to Lopern and I'll say, listen, I know things have been rough lately. We've experienced loss of ourselves and others, and I'll look to Lucia as well. And go,
Does she know?
no, I'm just like, well, you've lost your mind. And I'll just say, and you're right, Lobern, we do all need to trust each other. And not keep secrets from each other. I wouldn't lie to you. And I'll look to Farron and go, and I would never lie to you either. Or any of you. So while this wasn't intentional, there is something I do need to tell all of you. Before we continue any further. And I'll just look around and like, I'm gonna position myself in the middle of the group so that way not a lot of people can just see me. But I'm gonna drop my shape change.
Oh.
And you're
we
just gonna
see
see
this-
Twyla's hair turn into a stark white and her skin just fades into a milky white with dark circles under her eyes and her eyes go white. And she turns into a changeling.
It's a Shark Tank episode.
We,
this
we,
so hard.
we know about your magical shape-changing abilities.
Well,
Spells.
No, I feel like we should have ended it right there. That's such a good cutoff point.
You know what? Yes, that is the cutoff point. We will have everyone's reaction in the next episode.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
that
To
was
like
good,
the
that was
cliffhanger.
Great, yeah.
Yeah.
Change that PNG.
I did.
Yeah, I prefer this one.
I like this one better too. Do you have a Tailspire one?
Oh, you know what? I do. Hold on.
I
Let's
haven't
see here.
seen it on. Oh, there it is. I guess it just had like a really massive.
No, damn it. This is my old one that Derek gave me and didn't fucking put my new mini in it.
No.
Well, then we'll have it next session.
Next session.
At least we get the
What's wrong with
I
you?
gotta
Why
teach
are
him
you
how to put my actual one back in there. What is wrong with you?
Put it in right now.
Why would blue.
Lobrin's mad at me.
All right, it's in.
Uh,
Wow.
and Dollop's still there. He's just sitting there.
So your outfit changed.
I thought it would reflect my actual outfit a little better.
Okay, so let's do inspiration real quick because God, I gotta use the bathroom so bad. Twyla.
I'm gonna give it. This is really hard because I feel like every session everyone just does so well.
We're doing a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna give it to Ark because he's consistently saving our booties from the law and impending doom, and also a fucking trooper with your internet ping just going nutty all night. So I'm gonna give it to Ark.
You guys go down the list. I'll be right back.
I'll keep tally for you.
I'm making piss.
He's got to use the piss room.
Hello, Bryn.
Lobrin?
While he's away, let's talk about secret strategies, guys.
Now you say
Yes,
your
Lobrin's
inspiration
Lobrin's
vote
going
right
to
now.
for killing
Who
your
gets
friend.
inspiration? That's our secret strategy.
Mhm.
Who needs it the most for the dragons? Strahd needs
I
it the most.
think
for the
I'm
dragons.
good. Yeah, Strahd, he wasn't here this session, and I think it's good because it's kind of like, what is he doing? He's like working in the shadows. He's gonna
We
get
need
some-
a few sessions without Strahd being around.
Yeah,
We
honestly.
need more than 10 hours without him
we need
popping
more
up.
than a few.
We're
We
gonna
need
have
like
a
8
couple
sessions.
fucking
We need
days
at
without
least
him,
3 days.
I want to forget that his name is in the title of this campaign. I want to forget
Just
that.
for like a minute.
I want him to be that far removed. No, so my vote, it's tough because I'm kind of torn between.
No, as I got shot.
No!
Mariah, while he's away, make sure to pick up the spell. Get shot.
Pick up the spell gunshots.
What
Aztec
spell?
does know. Aztec actually knows a way where Faerun could 2-turn Strahd, but it would take a lot of actual like dice rolling to be on point
Where I could take him?
in 2 turns.
Well, in a fight, to clarify, lady.
Well,
It's like, I could take him. In a fight, Aztec, message me on Discord.
Message me on Discord.
We're
Yes,
friends
in a
on Discord,
fight.
I believe.
Message me privately so the DM never finds out.
Yeah,
If
he's
we're
away
not,
right
I'm
now,
sending
so
you a
we
friend request.
I hear Derek. Lobrin, what's your vote?
My vote is going to be
Okay.
Lucia and Ark. Oh, hello, DM. We've never talked
Hi.
about you.
Stop stalling!
I am stalling.
I have
I'm
an
trying to find
announce-
time to think about this.
I have an announcement to make after we do inspiration, so just keep in mind.
All right. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Ark this time. But Lucia, I do enjoy the RP that your character is doing. I just think Ark had a little bit more of this campaign session that was going on.
Fair enough.
All right.
Farron.
Going to give it. This is hard. Aztec, I sent you a friend request. I think I'm gonna give it to Twyla because that was pretty cool at the end. Like the whole, like, hey guys, just changing into something completely different, like her but not her. Like clearly insinuating that this may not just be one of her little, I can change into somebody else and it's just a little spell I have. Like, and also for finding out important information about the Dwagons, and that great contact with Rictavia. Using all 25 of her words.
Thank you.
Lucia.
I personally really just want to give it to Faerun. Not only for her good check on the dragon, but for her workaround of me telling her not to talk about the toys using speak with animals. That was hilarious and probably one of my favorite things she's ever done.
Thank you.
Okay. And finally, Ark.
This is a tough one because I feel like we all deserve it and I feel like we all need it, especially if we're going to a dragon's tomb next session. This one's really tough because I feel like everyone did really well RPing this session. but I might have to give it to Lobrin for getting some really good rolls at the end when it was just a buddy cop flick. For like 5 minutes. Lobrin has turned into my partner.
Y'all are buddy cop.
What happened?
Buddy nights.
Buddy nights.
We need to get matching full plate sets.
You heard
Oh.
of Bud Light. Now get ready for Bud Night. Didn't they actually have that? Like as a.
They did have a Bud night.
Oh, they
Yeah,
did.
they
I
did.
remember that.
Cardboard night. All right.
Yeah,
It goes to Ark.
Well, congratulations, Ark.
Congratulations, Ark. If you guys want to vote for who you think should get a point of inspiration, be sure to do that over in the Discord server.
Yes,
I
join
think
us
the
over there.
monkey
We
deserves it.
get
And
up to some
also-
tomfoolery. We get up to a little gaff.
Yeah, we have fun, we have recaps, we have art. It's a blast.
We have chaos.
There's much more chaos than anything else.
Check out
Chaos
our
is like
Discord.
97% of everything we do.
We got YouTube bots.
Now, before we end, I do have some news for the lovelies. Now listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. There's a lot of people traveling next week for various vacations, which means we don't have any D&D sessions next week. We will be live at least once next week doing something. What that something is, I don't know just yet. But if you're in the
Yeah.
Discord, you can keep track of that. I know, I'm very sad about it. I'm sorry, lovelies.
I'm a
This
miserable
upsets me
wreck.
greatly.
We can't do Monday because literally the person who pertains to that entire arc is going to be missing, and that just doesn't seem fair. And then folks are going to be, I think like over half of the Curse of Strahd cast is going to be gone for like the later half of the week.
Understandable.
So unfortunate, but we'll be back either like maybe Monday or Tuesday or something with just something else to do with everyone. And that'll be our stream for that week. But until then, we'll be in the Discord, lovelies.
Join us. Have some fun over there. Post some silly things.
Look at Paper's art.
Yeah.
Look,
On our
Paper's art.
advertising
Is there
stuff.
more?
No.
Exclusive paper art.
Oh, I always look forward to Paper's art.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, guys!
Good night. Thanks for joining us,
Good night.
guys.
Watch Crimson
No,
Bully
don't
the
go
bunny!
now!
Bye-bye!